player, but how did it feel when Aaron James walked on the field Saturday as the head ball coach at Tuskegee University?
Oh, it
Sorry about that. Okay, we're talking with Coach Aaron James, head football coach at Tuskegee University. Coach James, a big win last week against the Central State Marauders here at home. Golden Tigers are back at home this week to take on the Lane College Dragons, a team that you have got a chance to spend a year with, and I know you know a lot of people, but that makes no difference when the Tigers and the Dragons meet on Saturday. Talk about the game last week briefly, and then go into what we can expect to see against Lane College here Saturday.
Last week, offense, we didn't come out the gate swinging like we supposed to, and then on the defensive side of the ball, the first series, the offense went down 5 plays and got in the end zone, but everything tightened up. In offense, we came back and put up some points. And then defense, at the end of the game, just being a don't break defense didn't allow them to get in the end zone. So we ended up finishing the game, beating them 27-21, and with a close, good Central State team. Coach Porter does a great job with getting those guys prepared each week in and week out. So my hat's off to that program.
I told Coach Ruffin when we talked, I sent him a text and said that the defense reminded me on that goal line stance of the days when you were a player, when Rick Comagee was head coach and Coach Ruffin was working with the defense. How did it feel, first of all, Coach James? This was your debut at home. You had the opportunity to walk out at Fort Valley State. What was that feeling? And I know you thought about your past as a player, but how did it feel when Aaron James walked on the field Saturday as a head ball coach at Tuskegee University?
Oh, it felt amazing. Just knowing that, that's a new turf out there. It was grass when I was playing. Just to walk out there in the bowl, knowing that I played, my blood, sweat, and tears on that field, and just the atmosphere. I mean, down in that bowl, it's a different atmosphere than all of them. So I was just excited.
You talked earlier, a very significant point. On your coaching staff, you have some great coaches, but you have your high school teammate, Coach DeMarco McNeil, and also you have your assistant head coach, Kelvin Powell, and your entire coaching staff is exemplary as far as that's concerned. Talk a little bit about your coaching staff and what they have done and how they have helped you transition into this new role as head football coach at Tuskegee University.
Well, I'll start on the offensive side of the ball. Start up front. My O-line coach, Coach Ellis, Fred Ellis, we played ball together here at Tuskegee as well. We coached together at Miles College. He was my O-line coach at Miles College. So we know each other, for a long period of time. And then for my running back coach, Coach James Thompson, this is our first year working together. And he does an amazing job with the running backs, and he's also my recruiting coordinator. So, and then for his receivers, Coach Smith, he's worked with. Well, actually, he came in after I left Miles College and took over as the quarterback coach over there, and he's doing an excellent job with the receivers here as well. And my quarterback coach, Travis Carswell, we worked together at Miles College. He was the OC when I came in. We came in together at Miles. And then after he left, that's when I became the OC as well over there. But like I said, we've been working together for a minute, and we know each other, how minds work together. Everybody's doing a great job. And then my tight ends coach, Coach Samuels, he's been here before with the old coaching staff with Coach Slater. And he's a Mobile guy. And I'm from Pritchard, so Pritchard and Mobile is right there together. So we know a lot of the same people, and we might be related down the road. Let him tell it. But other than that, that's the offensive side of the ball. And then on the defensive side of the ball, the defense coordinator, we work together at Miles College, and like I say, he's doing a great job over there. Rashard Watson, he's doing a great job on the defensive side of the ball. And then Ken Watson, he's the cornersback coach. We work together at Miles College, so we know each other, through and throughout on that side of the ball. And then the linebacker coach is the assistant head coach here, Kevin Powell. We played together here at Tuskegee. We came in the same recruiting class, so we know each other. He was captain on the defense. I was captain on the offense. So we got a good relationship and a brotherlyhood, and that's my guy. And D-line, like I mentioned before, DeMarco McNeil. We played high school ball together, championships, but that's my guy. He does a great job with those guys up front, and I'm just excited to be working with this staff.
And I got to apologize to Coach Fred Ellis. I didn't mention him earlier. He'll get me for that. I remember all of you all playing together as dedicated Golden Tigers as under Coach Rick Comagee. We talked about the offensive side of the ball, and also we talked about defense. We talked about locally, and I'm not using any preferential treatment, but there's a local young man that has moved over. You being the offensive mind that you are, Michael King was recruited as a wide receiver, but over the last few weeks, we've seen you use him on the other side of the ball on defense. Talk about the young man from Booker T. Washington High School here in Tuskegee.
Michael King is a super talented young man. I mean, just an athlete all around. We needed another defensive guy, a DB on that side of the ball, and Mike, I mean, just from his athletic ability, I mean, why not? He was the first one that stepped up and said that he can do it, and it shows that he's doing it. He got 2 picks on the season already, and for him to just step in with that short period of time without going through spring ball on that side of the ball, I mean, it just speak numbers. So my hat's off to Michael King. He's a very humble young man, and I mean, he's real coachable. So he takes everything in, and it's showing it on the field.
I told you earlier when we were off mic, and I've watched you from a player to a coach. I've sat next to you when you beat us, and now I'm sitting with you when you're joining us.
Yeah.
So I know you well, and I know King well, and both of you all have been through he's going through the ranks now, and he certainly reminds me of your dedication to being a student athlete. Talk about some of your other key players. You have some bright spots, and you have a lot of young players that have stepped up and made a big difference on both the offense and the defensive side of the ball game.
Yes, we have a lot of young talented young men. Antonio Meeks is receiver. Everybody knows, what he can do. He was a true freshman last year. He's blossomed, and he's coming out of his shell. This year he's doing an excellent job. And the other receiver, Deuce Petty, they call him. He's another guy, number 12. He was a true freshman last year, so he's going to show some things this weekend. Just wait and see about that. And up front, we got a couple of old linemen up front that make holes, and protect the quarterback, which is Bryson Williams, and we got Malik Davis, and then we got Chris Robinson. You'll see him this weekend, and then also you got Ryan Nettles at the QB spot, and then just for his tight end wise, I mean, you got Trey O'Neal, which is a semi-local guy,
sure,
local
right.
guy, and you got the other kid, Camacho, a true freshman. He's an H-back, and then Harvey that transferred in from Miles College that I recruited at Miles. So, that's the offensive side of the ball, and then on the defensive side of the ball, you got Vincent Hill, which is the Mike backer. He's a head hunter. I mean, make plays and put the line of defense up, and you got the D lineman, Terrence Mays. He was a true freshman last year as well. And you got Jeremy Dees, that was preseason all-conference. And in the secondary, we already talked about Michael King that just got over there before the season started. And you got Zelly Aldridge. He was also a first-team all-conference selection. So. And then I can't forget about my kicker. My kicker.
Yeah, I was about to bring it up.
Yes, my kicker and my punter. Ryan Duff was also selected first team all conference. And then you got Ryan Larkin. He's the kicker. I mean, this past weekend he kicked 3 field goals. So that guy's really putting the ball up in the upright. So.
And he's and I can't remember. It's been a long time if it has. He's from out of the United States.
Yes,
he's from Ireland.
Yes, he's from London. I think he's at London, some part over there. Yeah, so
across the pond.
Across the pond.
Yes, he is.
And he doesn't mind going down and making tackles either.
No, because he grew up playing rugby ball, so there's no pad.
He's rough.
He's rough.
Yeah. Okay, Ken Woodard, any final questions or comments for Coach James?
Well, first and foremost, Coach James, I really appreciate the way you turn things around and what you're doing with the program. And we played some crutch games, close games.
Mm-hmm.
And in them close games, it came down to mental mistakes. It was just not just the ability that you're teaching these kids, it's the durability. And it was the consistency that helped these guys be able to win in the quarters. But that comes from the neck up. And me playing 9 years in professional league shows that a lot of the game, 90% of the game is played from the neck up, knowing where to go. You can be fast, you can be good, but are you getting to the right place? And you understand the play. And I can see time and time again where your coaching staff have made some great calls and the guys executed. And the only way they execute, because they was in the right position to make the right play at the right time. And so I give kudos to you and your coaching staff for not just teaching these kids how to play the game of football, but understand the mental aspect of football, which is going to help them in life in the long run. Because the things that you learn from the field, you take into life.
Absolutely.
And so this is just not a game that you teach them. You teach them the game of life, and for that, I really appreciate it. And I'm looking forward for this game against the Dragons.
Yeah.
And we go 4-0. And I'm looking from the neck up. I'm talking because your boy they got the desire to hit. In that one game, I say where in Fort Valley, the guy caught the pass, but the rest of the team did not give up. He caught up, the guy got behind him, and he missed the tackle, but it gave his teammates time to get there. And he had to fight more for them last 10 yards that they didn't get in. But because nobody gave up. And that comes from the mental coaching that you have. That's the discipline you have.
Sure.
So
Absolutely.
I love that. And that's what we need to make our better men. And you make some great golden tigers that I'm looking to see in the long run to probably go to the next level or have an opportunity to understand the next level or get to it.
Yeah.
Well,
For that, I thank you.
Well said.
You're
Coach
welcome.
James, your final comments as you get ready to prepare for game number 4, the best record we've had here since 2016. Your final comments, Coach Aaron James.
I just want to say, everybody just come out and support the Golden Tigers and wear your crimson and gold and pack the house out. And let's get that shed rocking.
Thank you very much, Coach Aaron James, head football coach at
Golden
Tuskegee
boys.
University.
You know, you don't snatch that phone.
I got it.
You-
Sorry about that. Okay, we're talking with Coach Aaron James, head football coach at Tuskegee University. Coach James, a big win last week against the Central State Marauders here at home. Golden Tigers are back at home this week to take on the Lane College Dragons, a team that you have got a chance to spend a year with, and I know you know a lot of people, but that makes no difference when the Tigers and the Dragons meet on Saturday. Talk about the game last week briefly, and then go into what we can expect to see against Lane College here Saturday.
Last week, offense, we didn't come out the gate swinging like we supposed to. And then on the defensive side of the ball, you know, the first series, the offense went down 5 plays and, you know, got in the end zone. But everything tightened up in offense. We came back and put up some points. And then defense, you know, at the end of the game, just being a don't break defense didn't allow them to get in the end zone. So we ended up finishing the game, beating them 27-21, and with a close, good Central State team. You know, Coach Porter does a great job with getting those guys prepared each week in and week out. So my hat's off to that program.
You know, I told Coach Ruffin when we talked, I sent him a text and said that the defense reminded me on that goal line stance of the days when you were a player, when Rick Comagee was head coach and Coach Ruffin was working with the defense. How did it feel, first of all, Coach James? You know, this was your debut at home. You know, you had the opportunity to walk out at Fort Valley State. What was that feeling? And I know you thought about your past as a player, but how did it feel when Aaron James walked on the field Saturday as the head ball coach at Tuskegee University?
Oh, it felt amazing. Just knowing that, you know, that's a new turf out there. You know, you know, it was grass when I was playing. Just to walk out there in the bowl, knowing that I played, you know what I'm saying, my blood, sweat, and tears on that field, and just the atmosphere. I mean, down in that bowl, it's a different atmosphere than all of them. So I was just excited.
You know, you talked earlier, a very significant point. On your coaching staff, you have some great coaches, but you have your high school teammate, Coach DeMarco McNeil, and also you have your assistant head coach, Kelvin Powell, and your entire coaching staff is exemplary as far as that's concerned. Talk a little bit about your coaching staff and what they have done and how they have helped you transition into this new role as head football coach at Tuskegee University.
Well, I'll start on the offensive side of the ball. Start up front. My O-line coach, Coach Ellis, Fred Ellis, we played ball together here at Tuskegee as well. We coached together at Miles College. He was my O-line coach at Miles College. So we know each other, you know what I'm saying, for a long period of time. And then for my running back coach, Coach James Thompson, this is our first year working together. And I mean, he does an amazing job with the running backs, and he's also my recruiting coordinator. So, and then for his receivers, Coach Smith, he's worked with. Well, actually, he came in after I left Miles College and took over as the quarterback coach over there, and he's doing an excellent job.
Albert Memorial Stadium on the campus of Tuskegee University. It's high school visitation day, and the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee University will be taking on the Lane College Dragons. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Frank Lee, along with Ken Woodard and Kendrick Hooks, and it's going to be an exciting afternoon for football here in Tuskegee, Alabama. About 85 degrees, guys, a lot different than it was last week. Sunshiny skies here on the campus of historic Tuskegee University. Good afternoon, Ken. Good afternoon, Kendrick.
How you doing, Mr. Lee?
How you doing, Frank?
Doing fine. Doing fine.
We look like we just won the toss there, and our captain's out there is Vince Hill, our primary linebacker out there. Vince Hill is doing a great job. That registered as SIC, and number 58, great guy playing Elliott Howe, O lineman. That's taking care of the front line and taking care of the quarterbacks today. So I'm looking forward to it. Look like we can receive the ball there, Frank.
Byron Brown and Aaron James will be meeting for the first time. Golden Tigers of Tuskegee University, 3-0 for the 2023 season. The Lane Dragons are 0-3. Lane is hungry for a win. Golden Tigers are trying to maintain their prominence in the SIAC. Lane in their white jerseys, blue pants trimmed in red and blue. Tuskegee in their home crimson jerseys and crimson pants trimmed in gold. Kendrick, tell us a little bit about this series before we kick it off.
Yes, I expect this to be an exciting series today. The last time the Lane was here in Cleve Abbott, they actually got the win. So I'm sure the Golden Tigers would like to make sure that we don't allow them to get a win this time. This Lane team, they have a lot of Alabama talent on their roster.
Absolutely.
They have about 17 players. About 2 or 3 of their starters are from Alabama, so I know they want to put on a good showing here today.
Officials for today's game is Troy Singleton. He's the referee. James Crowell is the center judge. The umpire is Chris Poole. The headline judge is Dexter Bennett. The line judge is Byron Westnut. And the side judge is Jamal Porter. Field judge is Jonathan Carter. Back judge is Larry Abar. And the PCO is Malcolm Johnson and Anthony Muhammad. Kicking off the ball for the Dragons of Lane College will be the young man. Let's see if we can get that number. We'll get it momentarily. He's at an angle where I can't see it. Lane will kick it off to the Golden Tigers. Here's the kickoff. Kickoff, this game is underway. It's going to be taken inside the 20, the 25. Gets inside of the 28-yard. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Golden Tigers from the 28-yard line. And looks like that's going to be number 32 for the Golden Tigers. Kaquin Keeber. 30. Go ahead and give me that number, Ken.
That's number Karen Taylor.
Karan Taylor, that's correct.
Yes, he loves to bring it up in there, and I like the way he runs north and south.
Ball's on the 30-yard line.
It'll be 1st and 10 for the Golden Tigers. The ball is on the 30-yard line of Tuskegee University. First play of the ball game. Golden Tigers have receivers either side, trips to the far side, one receiver to the near side. Here's the first play of the game. It's a end of the round sweep, crosses the 35, the 40, gets inside of the 42-yard line. It's going to be good for a Golden Tiger first down, and carrying that ball for the Golden Tigers is going to be Jarquez Jones. He's a wide. That's going to be. Go ahead. I had that number wrong. Give me that correction, guys. That's going to be Poole. Grantis Poole. Correction.
Yes,
Grantis Poole on that carry, 1st and 10.
Frank, I'm guilty for watching that block by Dion Harvey. That was a pancake block. You know, the pancake blocks get you big money out there. I like the way he turned that corner. He was able to turn that corner and get that move because of that great block.
Malik Davis gets the start for the Tigers. Davis fires it out, has a man open. It's caught, and it's gonna hit with the ground. It's gonna be incomplete. Noah Hart was the intended receiver around the 40-yard hash mark for the Golden Tigers. That's gonna bring up 2nd down and 10. The ball is on the 41-yard line of the Golden Tigers. It's going to be an exciting game, guys. Sunny skies. The crowd is coming in. It's high school visitation day. We're going to be entertained by multiple bands here at Cleveland L. Abbott Memorial Stadium. 14 minutes in the first. Golden Tigers and the Dragons of Lane.
You
got to watch that knee. You got to squat down. You can't get that knee down there, and that you got lost some yardage on that play.
Twin receivers to the near side. One receiver split to the far side. Malik Davis calling the signals. Davis gives it off to handoff goes, and the Tigers are going to be dropped back for a loss of yards on that play. A breakdown on that carry. Carrying the ball for the Golden Tigers is going to be Zena Malbo. And that's going to bring the ball back, Ken and Kendrick, to the 35-yard line. It's going to be third down and long for the Tigers.
Well, Lane put 8 in the box on that Frankie. You know, they hit every gap. You know, they was coming for it, and they brought the kitchen with them.
6 yards loss on that play. 3rd and 16, ball on the 35. Malik has trips to the far side, 2 receivers to the near side, man in motion. Malik turns it up, has time, carries the football, calls his own number, loses his helmet around the 40-yard line. He'll have to leave the ball game for the Golden Tigers, and that looks like the punting team will come in for the Golden Tigers. Kendrick and Ken.
That was a good defensive stance by Lane. One of the things that Lane has allowed teams to do to them all season is run the ball. So, they were stacking the box to make sure that they established that Tuskegee will run to them.
Ryan Duff will be back to punt it off for the Golden Tigers. Jarquez Jones will be deep for the Dragons of Lane. Jones will be standing on his 20-yard line. Duff will be punting from the 25-yard line of the Golden Tigers. Here's the punt. It's going to be taken inside of the 10. He crosses the 15, gets in traffic, and he's going to be brought down shy of the 16-yard line. Great defensive effort by the Golden Tigers special teams as Lane returned the ball. We'll see what the spot will be. It looks like it's going to be inside of the 16-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for Lane from the 16. And I think that quarterback, Ken and Kendrick, for Lane, the start will be a young man from Montgomery, Alabama, has Tuskegee ties. He's from the Huntley family. We saw an exciting performance of him last year in Memphis. And it looks like Lane is going to be penalized back, and it's going to be brought back inside. We'll see where they'll give it, where they'll spot it. They'll spot it back looks like it's going to be against. Well, we'll see. The Tigers are going back, and the Dragons, it's going to be spotted. Let's see where the official spot will be. It's going to be on the 5-yard line. So Lane, big penalty there against the Dragons. Starting for the Dragons of Lane. We'll see who'll get that start.
5-yard line.
Lane has receivers either side, tight end. Here's a play. The give goes inside. It's going to be broken up by the Tigers. They get nowhere on that play.
Frank, you got Derek Gaston. That's number 17.
Gaston will get the start for the Dragons, other than Huntley. That's correcting myself on that. New quarterback in. We didn't see him much last year, but Lane is going to start Gaston for the Dragons. 2nd down and 9. Ball is on the 6-yard line of the Dragons. Lane calling audible plays. Golden Tigers defensively getting ready. Gaston will call the signals from his own end zone. The give is up, and he hits that hole, and he's going to be dropped inside of the 11-yard line. They'll pick up maybe 2 yards, Ken and Kendrick, on that play there for the Dragons.
Yeah, that'll be Colin Dew. And Gaston was actually named the starter at Media Day, and then they went with the transfer Polo Solomon the last 3 games, and so now they're going back.
Thank you, sir, for that. And I don't know what happened to Huntley, but they're going to have a new list of quarterbacks here on the roster. 11:37, first quarter action ball game is scoreless from Cleveland L. Abbott Memorial Stadium. Gaston stands on the 5-yard line. He'll take the snap. Here's a play. Gaston sets up. It's a pass. He turns it up, wants to throw. He's going to be rushed heavily by the Tigers. He throws on the run, and he gets it off caught inside of the 22-yard line. And it will be good for Lane, 1st down, guys.
And on the tackle for the
and even though he was able to complete that pass, I like that defensive line. Made him uncomfortable, and that's one of the things that we would need to do today to make sure that he's uncomfortable.
First and 10 for the Dragons of Lane. Lane has received his trips to the near side, one to the far side. Gaston drops up. An RPO. Here is the play, and he finds himself, gets inside open, and he has real estate in front of him. He's going to be chased down by the Tigers, and there's a flag on the field, but he gets the ball inside of the 12-yard line of the Golden Tigers, but it'll be back, guys. There's a flag on that play, and we'll see the outcome of that, but Lane found a crease.
You can see that holding right there.
It's going to be against the Dragons.
That is correct. And sometimes you got to let them go. And I seen that a couple of times last week. We noticed that when playing Central State, that some of our guys could have had a chance where they could have held or could have had a clip block, and they chose the latter to keep the play going and get the yardage. Sometimes it's not worth it.
Offense number 5.
Holding is going to be assessed against the Dragons of Lane.
Virgil Young,
the wide receiver for the Dragons, is going to bring that play back. It's going to be first and 10. They'll replay the down. The ball will be marked inside of the 30. We'll see exactly where they'll mark it. It looks like it's going to be marked. We'll see where the spot is on the 36-yard line. 37, first and 10 from the 37. Gaston trips receivers to the near side. One receiver to the far side. Here's Gaston. Gaston gives it to the first man through. He's going to be wrestled down by the Tigers. Picks up maybe 1 or 2 on that play, guys.
Did a good job by the linebacker for getting there, that gap integrity, that 4-2 kind of look, making sure that you maintain those gaps.
10-13 in the first. The ball game is scoreless. Lane on a long run. It was called back. Gaston has it, second down and 7. The ball is on the 38-yard line of the Dragons. Twin receivers to the near side. Play action, throws it, has a man open. It's caught inside of the 45-yard line. Number 8 for the Dragons. That's going to be Quinney, 5'10", 183-pounder. He's from Theodore High School in Mobile, Alabama.
More of that Alabama talent.
As you said, Kendrick, Lane is endowed with a lot of Alabama talent. Twin receivers to the left. Play action. Lane throws it. It's going to be intercepted by the Golden Tigers. First pick of the game. And the Golden Tigers, just like that, will turn it over. Coming up with the ball is going to be Vincent Hill, one of the linebackers. He coughs up and gets that Lane interception. It'll be first and 10, guys, for the Golden Tigers. First turnover in the game for the Dragons.
On his campaign, Frank to be and Kendrick to be first team All-SIC linebacker. SIC linebacker. He did a great job getting mentioned last year, and now he's taking off right where he left off. And that was a good job. That was the second time they ran the same quick slant, and they did the same play. But he read it, and you can't get bit by the same dog twice.
Vincent Hill will start for the Tigers. He'll have it. Malik Davis will start as quarterback for the Tigers. Here's Davis. He gives it up, and it's going to be a bursting run by the Golden Tigers. Zena Malbo will get it. He's that freshman from Westlake High School. Saw a lot of action last week. He moves it to the 30. It's going to be inside of the 36-yard line. Second down for the Golden Tigers. Malik Davis has twin receivers to the near side, one split to the far side. Marble is the back. Here's up the gut. There's the play. Goes inside. Picks up a difficult yard. He'll be brought down inside of the 36-yard line. Malik Davis is the starting quarterback for the Tigers. Bryson Williams is still out nursing an injury. You know, guys, the great thing about Coach Aaron James, he's endowed with a lot of quarterback talent. Ryan Nettles and Malik Davis, we saw them both last week, and Davis got the start for the Golden Tigers today. Entering the ball game, it's going to be Harvey, the tight end. Timeout is called. Let's take a break. We'll keep it there. We'll keep it there. Well, everybody, the score is 0-0, 8:45 in the first. Golden Tigers call timeout, and it's going to be an exciting afternoon. A lot of high school students, Ken and Kendrick, visiting the Tuskegee University campus today. It's it's an open house, and a lot of recruits are on the sideline, a lot of potential Golden Tigers, and Coach Aaron James is inviting these potential recruits to get a chance to experience the Tuskegee experience today, guys.
Absolutely. One of the things I expect to see, from our offense and defense, defense has a lot of familiarity with the Golden Tigers, with their defense coordinator being our former defensive line coach, and Coach Tommy
That's a
Lewis.
good point. Good point. 2nd down and 7. Ball is on the 36-yard line of the Dragons. Malik Davis will call the signals for the Tigers. Zena Marwell will be in the backfield. Twin receivers either side. Malik calling the signals for the Tigers. Here's the count. Here's the play. Davis sets up, wants to throw, throws long. It's going to be out of bounds. Intended receiver was Corey Petty. And we'll see a lot of Corey Petty today. Got an injured Golden Tiger. On the other end, that young man that plays so well, Antonio Meeks, is going to be on the injured list this week. And that's going to be a big penalty against the Dragons of Lane. Personal foul, 15 yards.
That's the starting inside middle linebacker.
It's going to be
51.
stepped off against the Dragons of Lane. It's going to be 1st down. It'll be marked on the 36-yard line, 8:38 in the first. Malik Davis has receivers either side. Back is going to be his elbow. Here's a play. Davis hands it off, spins around on the left side, and he gets a difficult yard on that play. And Lane it looks as if they had a man to jump after he was down, but I guess the timing was right. The officials didn't call that. It's going to bring up 2nd down for the Dragons, and the ball will be still marked inside of the 26-yard line.
And discipline plays a big factor on you winning and losing games, Frank. They're 0-3, but they got some good plays out there. They're doing some good hustle, but the mental mistakes will tear you down every time.
20 receivers either side, 2nd down and 1. They go for the Tigers. Davis, the signal caller for the Golden Tigers. Davis sets up, wants to throw, passes, has a man open. It's caught. It's going to be inside of the 11-yard line. Move the chains, guys. 1st down for the Golden Tigers.
You got to love it.
On that receiving end for the Golden Tigers.
A long time. We haven't seen him for a while there. Montreville, number 80.
Here we go. Here's a play. Here's Malik. Gives it up to Gut. Bursting run. He'll
Touchdown,
go inside.
baby.
Touchdown. Tuskegee. Golden Tigers strike for the first time. There's a flag on the field, and a number 23, Zena Malba, walks in for the Golden Tigers.
Montreville, number 80.
Here we go. Here's a play. Here's Malik. Gives it up to Gut. Bursting run. He'll
Touchdown,
go inside.
baby.
Touchdown. Their outcome. Did they signal? They did not signal touchdown. And we'll wait and see. They're going to talk things over.
Great catch by number 80, Frank, on that last play. Well, number 80.
We do have a touchdown on the scoreboard.
I like that catch. Montreal. Jonathan Montreal.
That's going to be assessed against the defense. Here's a PAT. And this young man has been perfect basically all year long, Lorcan Ryan. Ryans will kick it off he'll do the PAT for the Golden Tigers, rather. And he's been pretty good. Here's Lorcan Ryans. He splits the uprights, but there's somebody moved on the line, and it looks like it may be against the Golden Tigers. False start against the Golden Tigers. Said LeBron Merriweather kind of got a little over anxious and moved, and Ryans will have to try the PAT again. 7:35 in the first. Golden Tigers out front by 6. Ryan Duff will hold for the Golden Tigers, and Ryans will attempt the PAT. Here's a PAT. It's up. He splits them. It's good. 7-0 is your score. Tuskegee 7, Lane 0. Let's pause on the Golden Tigers Sports Network.
At Hampton Law, our primary goal is to provide non-traditional yet effective solutions and redefine the approach to client legal concerns. As your trusted legal advisor, we believe in sophisticated, personalized services that eliminate the confusion and complexity sometimes associated with legal matters. Our high standard for client care and concern, coupled with our extensive legal knowledge and skills, make Hampton Law a resource focused on the protection of the client's interest and overall goals. We value our clients and truly enjoy working with them. Visit thamptonlaw.com to conveniently schedule an appointment online. Tamika Hampton Esquire, 1631 Rock Springs Road, Suite 336, Apopka, Florida, 407-494-1471. thamptonlaw.com.
Nope. Nope.
Come on, him.
We're back live. Here's the kick. Ryans kicks it deep out of the end zone. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line of the Dragons. And guys, Ryans has done an outstanding job. And, I mentioned last week he's kind of a history player for the Golden Tigers. I've never known in my years of covering Tuskegee University Golden Tiger football that we've ever had a ball player that's been recruited out of the United States. And this young man has come in and made a mark for himself here on the campus of Tuskegee University.
Oh, you said years. Could that be decades as well, Frank?
I've been around a while. 7:35 in the first. Here's the play. Gaston gives it out. Run pass auction. He gives again, and he gets nowhere.
Oh, yeah, baby. Good job, Michael King.
Kalen Toole will run the ball for the Dragons, and Michael King, sophomore converted defensive back for the Tigers.
And that's a heads-up play. You get the stiff arm to the face. You get that stiff arm to the face. It become a pride thing, and he was able to handle that stiff arm and still take that guy down in a timely manner and without gaining any yardage.
2nd down and 10. Gaston calling the signals. Has trips to the far side. One receiver to the near side. Claps his hand. Gaston sets up, wants to throw. It's going to be trapped, and they'll give it to him? Will they say it's complete? It is complete. It's caught inside of the 30-yard line, and that play good for about 5 yards. It'll bring up third and about 5 for the Dragons of Lane.
And that's Jones for Lane. They'll look to get him really active. So I look to hear his name called quite a bit the rest of this game.
Absolutely. 6:25. Twin receivers, trips to the near side. One receiver to the far side. Gaston, the signal caller for Lane. Gaston sets up, wants to throw, gets in trouble, gets in traffic, fumbles the ball, and let's see who'll come up with it. Looks like the Tigers fell on the ball. Someone lost their helmet, and I'm not certain. Well, Lane might have recovered. We'll see that. No, the Golden Tigers will take possession. Another costly turnover as the offensive unit for the Tigers will come on the field.
Got a punt.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. No. The Tigers maintain possession. Thank you. Blocked vision. Lane will punt it off, no fumble. I apologize for the unnecessary verbiage. Lane will punt it off to the Golden Tigers. Here's the punt. Fair catch is called.
Good job.
Fair catch is called by the Tigers. Kayron Taylor called that fair catch, and it was not a fumble. I thought it was, but that was the punting team that got me a little bit confused, guys. Lane punted it off to the Golden Tigers. Lane did maintain possession.
Hey, Frank, I got to tell you, Kendrick, I like the way Kayron Taylor caught that ball. He caught it hands up and on top of his face because it was high. He looked like a center fielder out there. That goes coaching to the coaching staff of the special team coach, and great hand and eye coordination because he caught it with his hands, and that wasn't a cuff. You got to love that.
5:29.
You got to give him credit for that.
1st and 10. Twin receivers either side. Here's the play. Bursting run. by the Tigers. Coming out like a rocket, number 27. Johnny Morris on the carry for the Golden Tigers. And Morris picks up, let's see, they'll mark it, picks up about 5. We'll see where actually they'll mark it. Picked up a couple of yards on that play. Morris carrying the ball for the Tigers. 2nd down and 8. Ball marked on the 40-yard line of the Golden Tigers. 4:59. Malik calling the signals. Has a man in motion. Here's Davis. Davis drops out, fires it out. It's caught inside of the 46-yard line on the receiving end for the Golden Tigers. That's going to be number 81, Malik Thomas. Thomas, 6'3", 200-pounder out of Hoover High School, transferred from Alabama A&M. 2nd down and 8, ball on the 45-yard line. Malik Davis calling the signals. Has twin receivers, and we got a penalty on the play, guys.
And Lane has Walter Tatum lined up on Thomas, so that's a matchup that I look forward to watching. And Walter Tatum, he's a hometown guy, Notasulga High School.
How about that? Tatum played right up the road in Notasulga, Alabama, on that Lane, Alabama endowed squad. Here's the play, 3rd down. Ball on the 45-yard line. Davis has twin receivers to both sides. Here's Malik. He drops back, has time, sets up, has several people open. It's going to be in and out of the hands of number 85 for the Golden Tigers. That's going to be Rashad Sager, the intended receiver for Tuskegee University, and that's going to mean that the Tigers are going to have to bring in Ryan Duff to punt it off, guys. And with 4:06 in the first, 7-0 ball game, and the Dragons and the Tigers are doing battle on open house day on the campus of Tuskegee University. Ryan Duff will stand on his own 25-yard line, and back on the receiving end for the Dragons. Here's the Duff punt. Duff gets a good one off a spiraling punt taken inside the 20. Cuts inside. He's going to be brought down on the 27-yard line and give special teams a credit. And that's going to be number 84 for the Dragons of Lane. That's going to be Terrence Holland. He's a 5'10" freshman out of Jacksonville, Florida on the carry. Went to Andrew Jackson High School for the Dragons of Lane. Dragons will have it 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Dragons with the football, ball on the 24. Trips to the far side, play action. And Golden Tigers are going to step up, guys, and stop that play dead in the tracks. The ball carrier for Lane was number 24, Jamark Banks.
Really like the way our defensive line, they're winning their battles up front, with that inexperienced line that Lane has. And they had about 3 freshmen starting on that offensive line. So really want to see our defensive line take control of this game.
Coach DeMarco McNeil talked to him earlier this week, and he said he was working with his defensive line. They are not where he wanted them to be, but they are making progress. Here's a play. Steps up, wants to throw. It's going to be nobody home. The pass from Gadsden was incomplete. His target was a little off there on that particular play.
If he threw it right on the money, Vince Hill was right there to get that pick, and he had to avoid that ball, trying to get rid of it because the pressure was coming on him so quick from the D line. And great move by the linebackers, Vince Hill and Meeks. They doing a great job.
3rd down and 9 for Gaston and company.
Malik Moore.
Ball is on the 25-yard line of the Dragons. Here's the play. Gaston sets up, wants to throw, has a man in and out of the hands. Intended receiver was Banks again coming out of the backfield. Banks was the intended receiver. And it's going to be incomplete, and Lane will have to send the punting team.
Break that down, Frank. That's a good old play that Marcus at the Raiders used to run, where they had the slot, and they send it back out the backfield to the flats, and Vince Hill had to get on his horse and get out there, and maybe just got a little bit of his fingers on there. So, but that was definitely a play to get a pick pattern.
Lane and pump formation. Kayron Taylor will stand inside of the 37-yard line. High snap. He gets it off, tries to pooch it in, and it's going to take a lane bounce. It's going to roll down to the 35-yard line. Golden Tigers. Lane lets it roll to the 35. It'll be 1st and 10 from the Tuskegee 35-yard line, guys.
Good stance there by the Golden Tiger defense. Get a 3 and out from Lane, like I said earlier, just controlling that up front in the trenches and taking advantage of Lane's inexperience up front.
Malik Davis will operate from the 35-yard line, 1st and 10. 2 minutes and 52 seconds in the first. 7-0 is your score. Golden Tigers struck first in the contest. And here's Davis. Malik Davis has twin receivers to the far side. One receiver to the near side. Davis on a long count. Here's Malik, takes a snap, fires it out. Fade, throws long, has a man open. It's going to be incomplete. Intended receiver for the Golden Tigers. That's going to be number 12, Corey Petty. Petty is the sophomore who will see a lot today in for his cohort, Meeks, who's out nursing an injury, guys.
And once again, they got Petty lined up against Tatum right now. That's another interesting matchup that we see all day.
It is. 2nd down and 10, ball on the 35-yard line. Here's Davis. Davis, play action, fires it out, has a man. It's going to be caught immediately. He didn't have possession, but the Lane Dragons were just assuring themselves, if he did, trying to cover that football. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 10 as Malik Davis is trying to make something happen. Possession down now for the Tigers. 2 minutes and 37 seconds in the first ball game. It's 7-0 with Tuskegee up by 7. Davis trips his receivers to the near side, one to the far side, and here's Davis. Davis has a man in motion, sets up, drops back, wants to throw, has a man open. It's going to be caught.
Oh, love it.
And he's going to bobble the ball, but it's going to be good for a Golden Tiger. 1st down on that receiving end.
Malik Thomas.
It's going to be Malik Thomas, as Kendrick said, and great play, guys, by the Tigers.
Great hand and eye coordination.
Let's look at that replay.
Tip drill. Yeah. Great tip drill to himself.
Back to live action. It's caught again inside of the 48. It'll be good for a Golden Tiger reception. Number 14 on the receiving end for the Golden Tigers. It's going to bring up 2nd down. And looks like about 8. Ball on the 49-yard line. Malik Davis. Davis gives it up to Gut. It's going to be inside of the 45. Looks like good for another Golden Tiger 1st down. Move the chains.
Johnny Morris making his debut again. He comes in. He came in last week. Had a great job coming in there and pounding it up the middle, running straight north and south.
Johnny Morris, he's 5'9", 190-pounder out of Spanish Fort High School for the Tigers.
I really like the way he hit that hole that time. Just getting up the field.
And it was not good. It was 3rd and 1. 3rd down and 1. It's going to be short, and give those Dragons credit as they stopped Zena Melba.
That's going to be their linebacker Hassan.
He did a good job.
Conference, I think, like 3 in tackles. Like, he's a solid linebacker for Lane.
He broke up that 1st down attempt, and that's going to bring in again Ryan Duff with 45-second clock runs in the first. 7-0 is your score. Golden Tigers out front of the Dragons of Lane. Duff will stand on his own 35-yard line. Back deep for the Dragons of Lane will be number 84, Terrence Holland. Here's Duff's punt. He gets it up, and it's going to be taken. It's going to take a Golden Tiger bounce. He takes it from the 5, crosses the 10, gets inside, and he's going to be brought down as he crosses the 10-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10. They'll mark it inside of the 10-yard line for the Dragons of Lane. Great special team efforts by the Golden Tigers. Ryan Duff has had an outstanding day, and he's had an outstanding year, guys, punting the ball for the Tigers.
You know, when you survey the conference, you know, you look at our special teams, especially punting, making teams have to drive the length of the field. That's going to be a benefit for us, you know, down the stretch in this conference.
You're absolutely right on that, Kendrick, and it's going to be interesting as we progress here. 15 seconds in the first. Golden Tigers dominated 7-0 in the first. Here's Gaston. He'll get a chance maybe to get one playoff. He'll be standing on his on the 5-yard line. Gaston gives it up, tries to turn it up, gets nowhere. That play is broken up inside of the 8. Give him maybe 2 yards on that play, but that will end the first quarter. In the first, Golden Tigers 7, Lane 0. Let's pause on the Golden Tiger Sports Network.
Nope. Nope.
Come on, him.
Ooh, I like him.
Quick, the quicker picker-upper. Bounty picks up messes quicker, and each sheet is 2 times more absorbent, so you can use less.
He's an 8.
He's a 9.
Bounty, the quicker picker-upper.
From novice to aficionado, find yourself here. High quality cigars plus personal customer service. Slow Burn is Waco's only mobile cigar lounge, featuring a meticulous, curated collection of premium cigars. Visit our website, www.slowburnwaco.com. That's www.slowburnwaco.com.
When it comes to professional learning, teachers deserve better. From the leader in online learning, Stride brings you the Stride Professional Development Center, an on-demand library of mobile-friendly courses.
Go back to live action from Cleveland L. Abbott Memorial Stadium. It's high school visitation day on the campus of Tuskegee University, where the Lane Dragons trail the Golden Tigers 7-0. Lane will have the football as the second period starts. 2nd down and 10. The ball is inside of the 11-yard line. Here's Gaston, play action. Finds a man open. It's caught inside. He crosses the 35. He'll be a foot race, and he's going to step out of bounds around the 45-yard line. And that's going to be good for about a 36-yard first down for the Dragons. We'll see officially where the spot will be. It's going to be a little bit further. It's going to be about a 45-yard line, 45-yard drive by the Dragons. 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line as Gaston is working that offense for the Dragons. Pass again, crosses inside of the 48. And Lane is moving the football. On the receiving end was Virgil Young. He's a junior out of Evans High School out of Orlando, Florida. And Gaston has found a target, and Lane is driving against the Golden Tigers. 2nd down and 10. Ball is on the 47-yard line of the Golden Tigers. Gaston gets signals from the sideline, trips to the far side, one receiver to the near side. Here's Gaston. Run pass option. He crosses number 10 and he runs. And he gets nowhere.
Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
Kyle Dill is the ball carrier for the Dragons and the Golden Tigers. Let's watch this replay. Golden Tigers stopped him dead in his tracks. It's going to be 3rd down and 2. Ball is on the 47-yard line. The sole signal caller for Lane has trips to the near side. One receiver to the far side, and he has a man motion. Sets up Gaston. Receives pressure, throws on the run, has a man wide open. He's going to get inside, and he steps out of bounds around the...
That's definitely one when you caught the secondary looking in the backfield. That was a good call by Lane College on that play. Reading the secondary, see who's on. Will we get a replay? Are they trying to get the quick snap?
Here we go. Back to live action. It's going to be intercepted by Michael King.
You gotta love it.
King gets his third interception for the Golden Tigers. Theft by deception.
Coach James said that the other day. He said that the bend don't break defense. It's just because they make one play good today, that one play doesn't mean that they can't make it the next play.
You know, I was talking about Michael King earlier being a playmaker on offense, but he's changed that around. He's been a playmaker on defense. The sophomore converted defensive back from Booker T. Washington High School makes the hometown crowd proud. 1st and 10 for the Tigers. They'll have it on the 7-yard line on that Michael King interception. Here's Malik. Gives it up to Gut, to his first man true. He finds block, gets inside of the 20, that crosses the 21, and he's brought down on still on his feet. Brought down on the on the 34-yard line. That play good for 33 yards, and the Golden Tigers move the chains. 1st down and more for Tuskegee University. 26-yard gain on that play brings the Golden Tigers out. It'll be 1st and 10. Mark it on the 33-yard line. Twin receivers to the near side. Here's Malik Davis, claps his hands, and Malik calls audible, gets instructions,
6 seconds, 5,
gets a
4,
signal. Got to
3,
get it off before
2,
that clock runs out. Here's
1.
Malik, gives it, play action, has a man open, it's caught. Inside, give the Golden Tigers another 1st down. Move the chains as it's going to be caught by number 12 for the Golden Tigers, Corey Petty.
Primetime Petty.
Petty picks up a 1st down from it'll be marked on the 46-yard line. 1st and 10. Here's Malik Davis. Davis on a long count. Gives it up to Gut again. Number 23 bursting through. Gets it inside of the 39-yard line. And carrying that ball for the Golden Tigers was Zena Malbo. He gets it inside, and it'll move it to the lane 40-yard line with 11:45. Coach Aaron James' offense is moving gingerly down the field.
I love Zena coming there. Instead of going around to the left, to the right of the free safety, he just took him to the head.
1st and 10 from the 40. Malik Davis calling the signals for the Golden Tigers. Has a man in motion. Davis gives it to Morris. Morris plows his way down to the 33-yard line, and he'll pick up about 7 for the Golden Tigers. I like this guy, Morris. He moves the ball well for the Tigers.
Absolutely. Now, our offensive line, we're winning our battles up front, getting 4 or 5 yards here every down. I love it.
Golden Tigers will walk over calling timeout. And let's take a break on the Golden Tigers Sports Network.
From the leader in online learning, Stride brings you the Stride Professional Development Center, an on-demand library of mobile-friendly courses that gives teachers choice and flexibility, allowing them to learn anytime and anywhere. Our dynamic courses provide bite-sized learning and help educators advance their knowledge while also gaining professional development hours. It's time you take charge of your learning. Visit us today to get started.
If you think all pads are exactly the same, think again. This is Always Ultra Thins reinvented with the Always Triple Protection System. This pad wicks gushes 90% faster, absorbs even more so you can feel dry, and locks odors in. Rethink your pad for up to 100% leak-free and odor-free comfort with the totally reinvented Always Ultra Thins.
We're back to live action on the campus of Tuskegee University where the Golden Tigers have the football. 2nd down and 5 from the lane 36. Here's Malik Davis. Davis sets up, wants to throw, has time, lobs it inside. He's looking for his receiver. That's going to be number 89, the intended receiver, Johnny Gilbert, the tight end. And we talked with Coach Samuels earlier this week, and we talked about Ken throwing to the tight end, and there we go. A play was designed there to go to the tight end, and looks like we're going to have a 10-yard play, a 10-yard penalty assessed against the Dragons, and that's going to move the ball down further for the Tigers, and they'll pick up a 1st down. 10:56 in the second. They lead the Dragons 7-0 here in Cleveland L. Abbott Memorial Stadium. Outstanding crowd here for High School Visitation Day, and It's going to be an extended halftime with high school bands entertaining. 1st and 10 from the 25. Here goes Morris. He gets inside of the 21-yard line, picks up about 4 yards on that play. The young man Morris is carrying the ball quite gingerly for the Tigers.
Run, Johnny, run.
10:40 in the first. 7-0 is your score. Golden Tigers pick up another first down. Ball is on the 25-yard line of the Dragons. Malik Davis got the start. Bryson Williams is still on the injured list for the Tigers, along with Antonio Meeks. 1st and 10 from the 21-yard line of the Dragons. 10-17 in the second. Here's Malik Davis. Gives it to Morris. No, play action.
Double tight into the right.
It fooled me. He sold that one so well he fooled me. And inside of the 4-yard line, again, that's the tight end, Johnny Gilbert, guys.
Okay, and DeAndre Harvey was behind him. When I seen double tight end over there, and they have done that before where they showed where they ran the option, and they went away from the option and dipped it off. It was a read play. So,
and that's going to be a penalty. It's going to be assessed against the Golden Tigers. 15 yards going to be stepped off against the Golden Tigers. And we mentioned Johnny Gilbert in the ball game today. Trey O'Neal, who's out, he's also on the injured list for the Tigers. Tweaked his, I think, ankle last week and last week's practice, but a lot of depth here for the Tigers. Twin receivers either side. 2nd down and 10. Ball on the 21-yard line of the Dragons. Play action. It's going to be caught inside of the 32-yard line, and on the receiving end for the Golden Tigers is going to be Keenan Webb, guys.
Oh, there you go. Come on, Keenan. You know he's always make a great debut.
9 minutes and 34 seconds in the second. 7-0 ball game for the Tigers. The Tigers with the football. Ball is on the 31-yard line. Here's Malik. Twin receivers either side. Davis, the sole signal caller for the Golden Tigers. It's moving this Golden Tiger offense. Malik sets up, wants to throw, has a man open, and he's going to be out of bounds. Intended receiver for the Golden Tigers is going to be number 12, and that's going to be Corey Petty. And that's going to bring in Ryan Duff is going to come in. Well, we're going to see what Coach James is going to elect to do, and it looks like he may send his field goal team in. No, it looks like Ryan Duff is out there. We'll see if Ryans will come in. Looks like he's going to punt it off. Well, it's going to be a punting situation, looks like. Ryan Duff will be in punt formation. He'll punt it.
That'll be a push punt. Looking for a push punt.
Well, let's see. We're going to – looks like 5-yard penalty assessed to Golden Tigers, which is going to move it back a little further.
I think which is a good – put him a good favorite so he can pooch it. And he's been known to be able to get it inside the 10 and get some good coverage down there, and the Golden Tigers defense will have them backed up again and have the whole field to go.
Duff standing on his own. He'll stand on the 47-yard line, and he'll pooch it off with 9:09 in the second. Duff taps it, pooches it. It'll go inside, and it'll fall down. He gets it on the 1-yard line.
Great job.
Great special team efforts by the Golden Tigers. Johnny Morris did what he was supposed to do. Textbook situation there on special teams for the Golden Tigers. Lane will have their back against the wall. 1st and 10, they'll mark it on the 1-yard line. 8:59 in the second.
Job.
Tuskegee 7, Lane Dragons 0. It's high school visitation day, and it's quite a interesting crowd here on the campus of Tuskegee University, where high school seniors and recruits will get a chance to experience football action here in Tuskegee. Here's the play. Gadsden gives it off, and they'll get it back to the line of scrimmage. Golden Tiger, that red zone defense did what it needed to do, Ken and Kendrick.
Definitely, just going back to controlling that line of scrimmage for our defensive line. They've been doing it all day so far.
2nd down and 10. Ball is on the 1-yard line of the Dragons. 8:37. Tuskegee 7, Lane 0. It's been an interesting ball game. Lane is very hungry for a victory today. They have been no pushover against the Tigers. Here's Gasson. Fires it from his end zone. Throws long. It's going to be overthrown. Throws it out of bounds. King on the defensive end for the Tigers.
Using that 12th man, Frank. That 12th man at sideline. Squeeze him on out.
Intended receiver was Jacquez Jones for the Dragons. 8:18 in the second. Tuskegee 7, Lane 0. SIAC action here from Cleveland L. Abbott Memorial Stadium. Frank Lee, Mike Side, along with Ken Woodard and Kendrick Hooks on the Tuskegee Golden Tiger Sports Network.
Kendrick, you like that? He's squeezing and losing that sideline. You got to love it, man. It just brings joy to my heart.
3rd down from the 1. Here's Gaston. Fires it out, gets it to the 6. And he's going to be stopped inside of the 7. And that's going to bring up, flag. Multiple flags on the field. Was that a little extracurricular activity after that play? Can't afford to make those mental errors and create penalties. And let's see, looks like indications. It may be against. Well, we'll see before we make any predetermined speculation here.
I see my Golden Tigers seem like they keeping their composure.
Short of the line again. After the play, a sportsman comes down, number 14 offense. His first. The penalty counts, half the distance to the goal, 4th down.
It's going to be against unsportsmanlike conduct by the Dragons. And Lane will have to punt it off. They'll punt it from the 5-yard line, and that's one of those mental errors that can cost you in a ball game. Kayron Taylor stands around midfield, and number 13 for the Dragons, Noah Schultz, will punt it from his own end zone. 7:53.
Starting to see some of that frustration come out of Lane. You're 0-3. You've taken, their last game, the last 2 games actually, just being beat the way they've been beaten, a lot of frustration on that team.
You're absolutely right, Kendrick. He's going to be rushed heavily by the Tigers. Taylor will take it from the 40. Taylor turns inside, gets it back to, he'll be brought down inside of the 42-yard line, and the Golden Tigers will operate 1st and 10 from the Lane 42-yard line, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the Tuskegee University Golden Tigers. They lead this contest 7-0 with 7 minutes and 27 seconds before the halftime. Malik Davis got the start today for Coach Aaron James and the Golden Tigers in Game 4 here, second home game in the 2023 season. The other one will be homecoming. But back to live action, 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Here's Malik Davis. Davis sets up, wants to tie. He has time, fires out. It's going to be caught inside of the 42-yard line. And it's going to be maybe back to the line of scrimmage. We'll give him a yard on that play.
Ogletree been a very that you speak about that arsenal we have as wide receivers. They got a great arsenal of wide receivers. And Ogletree is the guy that made a lot of great plays for him, along with Keon Webb. And you got Petty and you got Meeks. It goes on.
2-yard gain, Kendrick for the Tigers. 2nd down and 8. Ball is on the 42-yard line. Here's Malik. Malik sets up, has time. Davis throws, has a man open. It's caught.
Love it.
Inside of the 31-yard line. It looks like it will be good. Move the chains. 1st down. Tuskegee University Golden Tigers.
And I want to shout out the offensive line right there.
They're doing a good job.
They're giving Davis a clean pocket. He can go through his progression. It seems like he's still a little bit antsy, but he has time to go through his progression.
1st and 10 from the 31-yard line of the Dragons. Malik claps his hand, looks to the sideline, has receivers twin either side. In the backfield, it's going to be Zena Malbach. Here's the play. 6:05, clock runs. Here's Davis. gives it up the gut again. Picks up about 4 on that play, carrying the ball well for the Tigers. And it's going to be inside. It's going to be marked down. We'll see. We'll get the spot. Looks like it's going to be on the 28-yard line. 5:38. Clock runs in the second. Davis, twin receivers either side. Here's Malik. Drops back. Wants to throw. Misdirection on that play. Looks like a route. Got a little confusing there as Morris will come in the ball game for the Golden Tigers. Coach James rotating his backs. That was a misdirection play there on that last series. 5:27 in the first. Tigers up by 7. Twin receivers either side. Malik barks the signals, and he makes some audible changes as he looks over, gets a signal from the sideline. Here's a play. Here's Malik. Barks the signal. Sets up, wants to throw. Has a man open. It's caught inside of the 8-yard line. First down and more. In double coverage. Number 83 for the Golden Tigers, Keenan Webb. 6-footer, 180-pounder out of Latonia, Georgia on that end. That play good for a Golden Tiger first down.
It goes back to that arsenal of wide receivers that Ken was talking about. Just a lot of time, and once again, the offensive line giving Davis time to go through his progressions and make the right read.
1st and 10 from the 7. Here's Malik. Gives it to Morris.
Nope.
Malik keeps it. He'll walk almost in. He'll get down to the 2. And I tell you, he sold it well. Morris was a good decoy then. He fooled me up here, and Malik called his own number. 4:41. Tigers driving down in the red zone, guys.
I think that made Kendrick been that read option where he got a choice if he can hand it off or take it himself.
RPO. Here's Johnny Morris. Morris gets inside, gets it down to the 1-yard line, and give that offensive line their due there, because they're making a way, making a lane for the backs shooting out of that backfield. The Tigers move it down. They'll mark it inside of the 1-yard line. 3rd and goal for the Tigers. Ball is on the 3-yard line. 4:03 in the second. Here's Davis calling the signals. Gives it to Mark. Foul.
Walk in.
And Malik, play action, walks it in. Second down. Second touchdown. Touchdown Tuskegee. Golden Tigers strike for the second time in the contest. 13-0 is your score with 3 minutes and 54 seconds in the second. Lorcan Ryans will come in for the PAT. Ryan Duff will hold. Ryans has had an outstanding freshman career as a Golden Tiger. It's a PAT. It's up. He splits them. It's good. 14-0 is your score with 3 minutes and 54 seconds in the second. Let's pause on the Golden Tiger Sports Network.
This is always like never before.
The Cuvée Group is a Florida-based marketing and training consulting firm. We help businesses communicate to their target audience and engage them in conversation. We also help to expand their audiences, which will ultimately result in growth for those organizations. In addition to being a certified constant contact specialist, my colleagues and I are also certified in John Maxwell Leadership Principles. We use these proven principles to conduct workshops, training, and private coaching sessions for individuals and companies looking to take things to the next level. Contact us to schedule a free consultation. Issues today, don't delay, call Cuvée.
We're back to live action on the campus of Tuskegee University with 3 minutes and 54 seconds before halftime. Golden Tigers lead it 14-0. Lorcan Ryans kicks it off for the Tigers. It's going to be taken inside of the 5, the 20, the 20, the 25, the 30, the 35, the 40. And he's going to be brought down on the 40-yard line, number 84 for the Dragons of Lane. That's going to be Holland. on that kickoff return, and a great one by the Dragons.
And a great special team play by Caron Taylor.
Absolutely. You took it right out of my mouth, Ken. Lane will have it 1st and 10. The ball will be on the 40-yard line of the Dragons. 3:48 before halftime. Golden Tigers up top, 14-0. And Lane is trying to make something happen offensively before halftime. Twin receivers either side. Here's Gaston on a long count. Gaston makes some adjustments. He barks the signals. Gaston on a long count. Still doesn't like what he sees. He's still trying to make some adjustment as the Golden Tigers are doing likewise defensively. Here's Gaston, fires it out, has a man, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds around the 48-yard line, and that long count developed a play to move that ball downfield.
And I tell you, Malik Moore was he was in position. If he would have made a play on that ball,
he was ready to rob him. Gain of 7, 2nd down and 3 for the Dragons. Ball is on the 47-yard line of Lane. Here's Gaston. Twin receivers either side. Gaston barks the signals, looks to the sideline, gets the signal. 3:28 clock runs here in Tuskegee, Alabama, on the campus of Tuskegee. Here's the play, and he gives it through. And that's that RPO. And number 10, Kanan Dew for the Dragons of Lane, picks up a 1st down. 1st and 10 from the 47-yard line of the Golden Tigers. Gaston barks the signals. Twin receivers either side, makes some adjustments, gets the signal from the sideline. Long count, sets up, wants to throw. He receives heavy pressure from the Tigers, and it's going to be caught inside. It'll get down to the 41-yard line, and Lane on that long count, guys, was able to find a receiver. Jaquez Jones received that pass from Gaston. Clock still runs. 2nd down. Gaston. 2nd down and 4. Gets the signal from his sideline. Making adjustments. Golden Tigers doing the same on the defense. Here's a play, long count. Gaston sets up, wants to throw, has time, throws long, and it's going to be caught. Will he be in bounds? I was blocked. He was in bounds. Okay.
In bounds, yes.
Where is he, Kendrick?
That's number 14.
I got a little
14.
visual block here. Where will they spot it?
Look like, well, they have him on the 12.
Looks like around the 12. It'll be 1st down for the Dragons. Ball is on the 14-yard line. Gaston moves his team down, gets it inside of the 14 with 1:56 before halftime. Gaston making it happen offensively for the Dragons. They call timeout. And while Lane calls timeout on the field, let's pause on the Golden Tigers Sports Network.
On Southern University Sports, the Southwestern Athletic Conference, and HBCU Athletics, there's only one place to go. Tune in to the Carlos Brown Show, exclusively on the Black College Sports Network.
T. Madden & Associates is a sophisticated and experienced law firm located in your neighborhood. We're turning injury to cash.
T. Madden and Associates obtained almost $2 million for my injury. They turned my injury to cash.
Now, we can't guarantee how much your injury is worth, but we've recovered millions for our clients.
Call T. Madden and Associates at 833-PAID-123. That's 833-PAID-123.
As technology continues.
We're back to live action on the campus of Tuskegee University with 1:56 to go in the first half. Golden Tigers out front 14-0. Lane with the football trips to the left side, and the Dragons hand it off on a difficult run. Goes number 10 for Lane. That's going to be Kalen Dew will get in, and on the stop for the Golden Tigers was number 56. That's going to be Jarrell Colbert for Tuskegee University. 2nd down and 10. Ball is on the 11-yard line. Lane has trip receivers to the far side. Gives it up to Gut. to number 10. He moves it down, and he gets it inside of the 6-yard line, and Lane has number 10 on that carry. That's the same guy, Dew, on that carry for the Dragons. It's going to bring up 3rd down and goal to go for the Dragons.
Got the big boys coming in there.
That goal line defense will have to earn its reputation. 3rd and 10, ball is on the 7. Gatson calling the signals for the Dragons. Has a man in motion. 3rd and goal. Gatson sets up, has time, wants to throw, keeps it inside. Gatson gets it back down to the.
You gotta love it.
Gets it back down, picks up maybe a yard on that play, but Golden Tigers, that bend don't break defense, is retaining its reputation, guys.
Yes, it is, and that was great coverage by the secondary, good penetration by the D-line.
Looks like Coach Brown is going to go for it on 4th down, 4th and goal. His Gaston fires it out. It's going to be off the fingertips, and it's incomplete, and Golden Tigers will take it over. 1st and 10, they'll have it on their own 6-yard line. You wonder why then he didn't kick a field goal, and that sometimes is a call, but that's his decision, and he made it. And the Golden Tigers, just like that, will take over the football with 19 seconds to go before halftime. They have a 14-0 advantage over the Dragons.
And I expect to see that play again from Lane, because Jones, he was open. He's pretty much a sure guy, so I look to see them go back to that.
We'll watch and see.
That was very good. Yes, indeed. The throw was just out there a little bit too much for him.
Malik Davis calling the signals. 1st and 10, ball is on the 6. And he gives it off again. And forward progress, and that's going to be Morris, the ball carrier. We've seen a lot of Morris today, the young man out of Mobile County. From Spanish Fort, that's going to be Baldwin County. At the first half, the end of the first half, Tuskegee University 14, Lane 0. Let's pause on the Golden Tigers Sports Network.
More heightened when someone else is paying for it, and you feel a responsibility to not let them down or not let their money go to waste, like you would feel if your parents are paying for it, but even more so for something that you don't know.
It lets me know that I can't stray away from those responsibilities, or I might potentially lose that scholarship. It also lets me know that I need to be a walking example for my peers, because if I show a great deal of work ethic, then that'll probably, lead them to follow me in the path that I'm on, which is the positive path.
I can focus more on schoolwork without, the financial burden or constantly thinking about, okay, what about next semester or the semester after that? I know that I'm able to be here and I'm able to stay here and focus on my schoolwork, and also indulge more in extracurricular activities. For example, like the University Ambassador Program, I'm able to do that because I can focus more on my schoolwork and be a part of more things. Also, do more extracurriculars so I can set a good example for my siblings, because they mean the world to me.
I feel as an HBCU, African Americans should always be lifting African Americans up. And when I graduate and I'm an alumni here, I would be more than willing to give back, because I know the feeling that I got when I received my scholarship and was told that I had a full ride to this university is something I will remember for the rest of my life and can never be replicated. And I'm more than willing to give somebody else that experience in the future.
I just want to say thank you so much for what you did for me. Just from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate it so much.
Thank you. You've not only enabled me to have an easier time receiving my education, but also my parents as well.
Thank you 1,000 times, thank you. I know that I wouldn't be here without all those scholarships. And I know that
So dig this. Southern playalistic Cadillac music by Outkast. Doo-Wop, that thing by Lauryn Hill. Webbies, give me that. And Feel So Good by May. As the Pipers prepare. wherever we go, we're never alone. Next beauties get to the nitty gritty, dancing to the blockbuster hit, Motown Billy. But wait a moment, you haven't seen nothing yet, ladies and gentlemen. The Crimson Piperettes. The Crimson Piperettes. Right here in the Alumni Bowl, it's high school band day. They've come from everywhere to find their way to jam for you with the Pipers on high school band day. Participants: Spencer High School, Columbus, Georgia; Southside of Selma, Eufaula High School; Stanhope, Elmore; Lochapoka, Lafayette Bulldogs; down the street, Notasulga Blue Devils; and right here in the heart of Tuskegee, the Booker T. Washington marching aristocrat band. And now the high schoolers get a taste of collegiate action as they perform with the Crimson Piper Band here. Our beautiful young ladies, high school majorettes, are a sure treasure. They're dancing just for you and myself. It's a sure pleasure to Bad Girl. Come on, Piper Nation. Receive them as they do their thing right here. Fabulous sideline. Defend the collegiate ranking high schools. Wonderful job. Give a hand to our high school favorites. Now the mass band performs the next two. This is how we do it right here in Tuskegee. And give it up for our drum majors. Come on, Piper fans. Give it up! Booker T. Washington High School, Spencer High School, South Side of Selma, Eufaula, Lochapoka, Stanhope, Lafayette, Notasulga, right here. Along with your very own Crimson Pipers. So whether it is sunny or it is gray, we want each and every one of you to join us as we ball and parlay. If you know the lyrics, let us hear it. Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to extend this to all of the high school band members, their directors, assistant directors, auxiliary directors. A very big thank you to each and every one of you for participating in this game to make it a grand success. We love you. Thank you so very much. Tuskegee High School Band Day. Thank you once again. Come on, one more round of applause for these.
Appreciate it, but other students appreciate it, and that, you know, we wouldn't be here without those scholarships, and we know that we're going to make you guys proud, and that we can make something of ourselves with that money. So, thank you.
We're back live from the campus of Tuskegee University, an exciting halftime show of high school bands in cooperation with the Marching Crimson Piper Band of Tuskegee University. Great high school visitation crowd here as the Golden Tigers lead the Lane Dragons 14-0 at halftime. Back to live action. The Golden Tigers will kick it off as Lorcan Ryans gets a good one off to the Tigers. For the Tigers, take it inside of the 15, the 20, inside of the 24-yard line, and Lane will operate 1st and 10 from the 23-yard line here at High School Visitation Day on the campus of Tuskegee University. 14:54 in the third. Frank Lee, Ken Woodard, and Kendrick Hooks on the Golden Tiger Sports Network. Game number 4 here in Tuskegee, Alabama. Golden Tigers travel up I-65 next week to take on the Bulldogs of Alabama A&M. Back to live action. Gaston calling the signals for the Dragons. Gets inside and gets an explosive first play of the game through, and they pick up a first down, and the Dragons will have it. That play will be marked on the 45-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Dragons.
And that's that play that when they was down on the goal line.
You
they
said
went
we're
back
going to see it again. 1st and 10 from the 45-yard line. Lane comes out the second half with the football with an explosive offensive play, and nobody home. The intended receiver was going to be Virgil Young for the Dragons, and that was a misdirection. The play by the Dragons going to bring up 2nd down and 10.
Being a defensive player, I think he's seen that free safety out there, and he got them gator arms. He want to reach out there because that could have made him go night-night. I like the way that secondary over there, number 19, playing that free safety, came across there. He said, no, that was a little bit too high for him.
2nd and 10. Here's Gaston on a quarterback keeper, calls his own number, finds a way, and he runs over the ref. But he gets it inside of the 44-yard line of the Tigers. Lane has come out the second half with a bit of offensive explosion. Trips to the near side, one receiver to the far side. Gaston has it. 1st and 10. The ball is going to be marked on the 44-yard line of the Golden Tigers. Here's Gaston on a long count. Play action, in trouble. Gaston gets rushed heavily by the Tigers, turns the corner, calls his own number, gets inside, and he picks up yardage, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds around the 27-yard line, and just like that, Lane picks up another first down, guys.
Yes, they came out now, had a little chalk talk in there, but one of the key things been one of their problems is they're on penalties. Being able to complete a drive without any mistakes.
13-12 in the third. Gaston operating 1st and 10 from the 27-yard line of the Golden Tigers. Makes an audible call. Gaston trips to the far side. One receiver split to the near side. Gaston claps his hand, gives it off again, finds a crease, finds a man open, and he's going to be driven out of bounds. He'll get inside, and he will score. Lane scampers, 27-yard scamper, and that's going to be a touchdown for the Dragons. We have a 14-6 ball game, and Lane will attempt the point after attempt. Noah Shock will be doing the PAT for the Dragons, and the Lane Dragons have found an opportunity to get on the scoreboard. Here's a PAT. Gaston, the quarterback, will hold. Here's a PAT. It's up, and it's good. 14-7 is your score with 12:42 in the third, and guys, Lane has come out and gotten a great halftime sense of encouragement, and they get on the scoreboard in their first drive.
You got to believe Coach Brown went in halftime and told them, hey, guys, we were able to move the ball right before halftime. We kind of shot ourselves in the foot, couldn't get it in, and just wanted to come back. And you see they came back out with this opening drive with, similar type of drive and was able to punch it in that time.
Kendrick, you said that we would see that play again, and you were absolutely correct. The Dragons came out with a well-balanced offensive attack and found themselves on the scoreboard. We have a 14-7 ball game with 12 minutes and 42 seconds in the third. The Dragons will kick it off to the Golden Tigers, and Coach Aaron James has 3 expert return men back to take this kickoff. As the Dragons will kick it off to the Tigers. Tigers up by 7 here in Tuskegee, Alabama on the Golden Tigers Sports Network. Here's the kick. It's going to be taken inside of the 8, goes to the 10, the 15 to 20, gets inside to the 24-yard line, and who's going to come up with that ball for the Golden Tigers? Looks like it was number 6, McGee, for the Tigers. It's going to bring up 1st and 10 for Malik and company.
Ball's on the 23-yard line of the Golden Tigers, 1st and 10.
And then again, I got to say, the Golden Tigers, what you do to them, they'll do it back to you just as quick. And we've been known to score in the second half. Has been our half. Third and fourth quarter, we've been scoring great points.
The give goes to number 7 for the Golden Tigers, Kayron Taylor.
Ball carrier.
Takes the handoff, takes the give. So going to bring up second down rather. And 7, 3-yard gain for the Tigers. Here's the play. Play action, has a man open, it's caught inside of the 29-yard line. It's going to be 4-yard gain, not good enough for a first down.
Yeah, that was good throw, kind of fast speed baller there, low and outside, but it was able. He had to kneel down to get it.
3rd down and 7 from the 31-yard line. Got a new quarterback in for the Golden Tigers, Christopher Robinson from Eagle Academy is going to be in to start it off for the Golden Tigers. Where's number 9? Here's Robinson. He turns it up, calls his own number, picks up a first down and more, still on his feet, crosses the 50-yard line, and Robertson
shows some explosiveness on that play.
Robertson shows some signs of explosion. He'll pick up a first down and more, and it gets it inside of the Dragon territory. Here's a play. The give again is to number 7, Kayron Taylor. Taylor on the carry for the Golden Tigers. 10:46 in the third. Tuskegee, Coach Aaron James has made a quarterback change. Christopher Robinson, he's a senior, 5'11", 180-pounder out of Eagle Landing Academy in McDonough, Georgia, calling the signals for the Tigers. Back in the backfield for the Golden Tigers is Johnny Morris. Twin receivers either side. Robertson calling the signals, drops back, has time, has a man open, looks to the sideline, and finds number 83, Kenyon Webb, for the Tigers. Out of Lithonia, Georgia, for the Golden Tigers.
And a senior. This is making his last debut as a Golden Tiger. This will be his senior year. Had a tremendous career. Still going.
Golden Tigers came in this ball game 3-0. The Lane Dragons 0-3, and they're very hungry for a win. 9:44 in the third. 14-7 is your score. Frank Lee, Ken Woodard, and Kendrick Hooks on the Golden Tigers Sports Network. Here's Robertson, sets up, turns up, has time, gets inside. He's going to be close, maybe a yard shy of a Golden Tiger first down, but he's moving that ball. We have an injured player on the field. And let's take a timeout on the Golden Tiger Sports Network.
As technology continues to bring changes to the world of education, it's time we also reimagine teacher professional development. Gone are the days of one-size-fits-all learning that can only be accessed at a specific time and place. The Stride PD Center is an on-demand library of mobile-friendly courses that allow educators to learn anytime and anywhere. Our dynamic courses provide bite-sized learning and help educators advance their knowledge while also gaining professional development hours. The best professional development plans are those that include a level of flexibility and choice for educators. Whether you're a teacher, school, or district, visit us today to take charge of your learning.
We're back to live action, 9:18 in the third. 4th and 2. Tigers have trips to the far side. One receiver to the near side. Roberson claps his hands to get ready, gets a signal from the sideline, needs 2 yards for a first down. Has a man in motion. Here's the play action. He's going to get Loft to help, and no gain. Lane holds the Tigers. They'll turn it over. Golden Tigers unable to convert on that 4th and 2, and Lane will take over the football on the 41-yard line.
Here's the replay.
Let's look at that replay. Great defensive effort by the Dragons.
They was definitely looking for that play. That was a play they used on the goal line a couple of times, and then they also for that last score they got. So Lane did a little bit of their homework and remembering plays that have beat them earlier, and we came back to it, and they did a good play on executing.
8:52 in the third, 14-7. Here's Gaston. Gives it Dewey, and he's converged by a cadre of crimson jerseys. Golden Tigers on a joint defensive effort there. Multiple Golden Tiger defenders stopping on that play. 8:32 in the third. Frank Lee, Ken Woodard, and Kendrick Hooks on the Golden Tiger Sports Network. 2nd down and 8 for the Dragons. Ball is on the 40-yard line. Twin receivers either side. Gaston, the sole quarterback for the Dragons, calling the signals from his own 42-yard line. Gaston drops back, works out of the pocket. Quarterback keeper calls his own number, and he's going to be short of a first down. But picks up, let's see, will that spot will be. It's going to be spot. It's going to get around a 46-yarder, so he'll pick up about maybe 4 yards on that play. 14-7 is your score. It's high school visitation day here on the historic campus of Tuskegee University on the Golden Tiger Sports Network. Dragons with the football. They trail 14-7. Receivers twin either side. Gatson calling the signals. Has Duell in the backfield with him. It's going to be caught by number 14. It's going to be short.
It's going to be short. Yeah.
Jaquez Jones on the carry, on the catch for the Lane Dragons.
He got to know where he's at on the field sometimes, and that was it was a good catch, great route ran, but you just ran it short of the down mark. You got to know where you're at on the field.
You go back to that concept, sitting on the sticks.
Sitting on the sticks, you're absolutely right. 4th and 1, Dragons need 1. And looks like timeout call. Let's pause on the Golden Tigers Sports Network.
Welcome to Tuskegee University. I am Charlotte Morris, president of this historic institution. I want to take this opportunity to welcome all of our Golden Tiger fans and our friends from Lane College in Jackson, Tennessee. We want you to rally in that good old Tuskegee spirit, and let's bring home a win again.
We're back to live action on the campus of Tuskegee University. 7 minutes and a second left in the third. Golden Tigers lead the Dragons 14-7. Lane on a 4th down situation. They're going to go for it. They need 1. Golden Tigers converge in.
There we go.
And Lane with a bursting run. They're going to get it, guys. They pick up the first down. They stacked them in, and Golden Tigers couldn't hold them, and the Dragons convert. First down. Move the chains for the Dragons.
Well, you can definitely see that Lane coach is going for it.
1st and 10. Here goes Gaston. Gets the signals from the sideline. Calls audible. Twin receivers either side. Here's Gaston. Gives it up. Finds a crease. They pick up about 3. And Lane is gingerly moving the ball downfield, guys.
You know, at first we were winning our battles up front, but it seems like that the offensive line has kind of, stiffened up a little bit for Lane, and they're getting some push up front.
Slowly but surely, they're moving the ball downfield. 6:07 in the third, 14-7. Dragons getting a signal from the sideline. Golden Tigers making their defensive adjustments. Twin receivers either side for the Dragons of Lane. Here we go again. Ganson gives it off again to number 24 for the Dragons. That's going to be Jamarcus Banks. He's from Glenwood High School, Phoenix City, Alabama. Another Alabamian, Ken Kendrick, on that Lane roster. We talked earlier about a young man that came from Notasulga High School that is on this Lane football team. And I was trying to remember, I think, if I'm not mistaken, did the Notasulga punter or kicker go to Lane? I'm not sure. It looks like there was some discussion early on about him going to Lane, but we don't really know. We'll check that out and see. Here we go again. Finds a way, Lane, and he slides down inside of the 38-yard line. And that's going to be third down for the Dragons. Lane moving the football. We're going to check on that young man pretty soon. Here's the play. Gaston sets up, wants to throw, has a man open. It's going to be off the fingertips. Whoa. Flag is on the field. Looks like it may be an interference call against the Tigers, guy.
Yes, that was great coverage, great recovery, but just a little bit of bump of the body too soon on that replay there.
Well, we were talking about the young man, Walter Tatum, is the defensive back for the Dragons. He's out of Notasulga High School. We're going to check on that kicker that came from Notasulga. We're not certain if he did elect to go to Lane or not, but I know Lane was recruiting him. 5:02 in the third. Lane gets a Tiger advantage here as they take it over. 1st and 10. The ball is on the 25-yard line. Gaston gives again to number 10. His bread and butter guy, Duel.
Lane seems to have saw something, I call them the eyes in the sky, and they look to exploit it here.
Yeah, they're looking to try to pick this Golden Tiger defense apart. 4:41 in the third, 14-7. They just scored. Dragons trail the Golden Tigers by 7. Jarrett Gaston has been the sole quarterback for the Dragons. Gaston has twin receivers to the near side, one split to the far side. Here's Gaston, going to give again. Up the gut goes number 10 again. He'll pick up about 3 or 4 or 5 on that play. And that's going to be Kyle Duell for the Dragons. And he is going to look like pretty close, maybe a yard shy of a Lane first down. Kendrick, I think you had some scores from across the SIAC. If you have time, give us an update when you get a chance. Here's a play. Delayed play here on that read option. And Vincent Hill, the linebacker for the Tigers, are going to lead that tackle for Tuskegee University. And the Dragons will have it 4th and 4. And guys, it looks like they're going to go for it. And
see the goal line, the defense in.
New defense.
9 in the box.
Got 9. And
Oh, my.
My goodness, they break away, and just like that, Lane walks in for a touchdown. And something happened. Let's watch the replay, guys.
They got every helmet on those guys, and you got to get off that block.
Jamarcus
down there
Banks.
Yes.
Jamarcus Banks goes in for the Lane touchdown. Got a brand new ball game, 14-13. The PAT will tie it. It's number 43 is in for the point after attempt. Kalen Wood sits up. And we have a tied ball game, 14-14. And let's take a break on the Golden Tiger Sports Network.
Since 2002, Empowerment Resources, Inc., a nonprofit organization, has empowered more than 1,500 youth and adults in Duval and surrounding counties. Through its programs, Journey into Womanhood, Girls Mentoring, Life Skills for Teens, and Parenting Education Coaching. To get involved with programs, volunteer, or donate, visit www.empowermentresourcesinc.org. Follow us on social media, facebook.com/empowerment.resources and instagram.com/empowermentjax.
The human voice has always connected audiences with experiences. Major brands all across America have trusted Cover's voice time and time again. Conversational.
With 3:08 in the third, ball game is tied, 14-14. Lane 14, Golden Tigers 14, as the Dragons get ready to kick it off to the Golden Tigers.
And Duke was their workhorse in that last drive. He's almost at 100 yards today.
He's had an outstanding day here in Tuskegee. Here's a kick. It's going to be taken by King. No, that's going to be number 6 for the Golden Tigers. It's going to be McGee, rather, on that return for the Golden Tigers. Golden Tigers will take over 1st and 10. So we'll get that spot.
This has been when Kendrick, when Golden Tigers play their best football. Finishing off the third, going into the fourth quarter, you see some execution. A second win, a second dedication by these guys.
This is the 28th meeting between the Golden Tigers and the Dragons of Lane. 1st and 10. Ball on the Davis back in for the Tigers. And they push it through, gets it inside of the 31-yard line, and they'll spot it in that vicinity. Going to mark it on the 31. 2:41, and Morris the ball carrier for the Tigers. 2:36 in the third, tied ball game, 14-14. Malik Davis claps his hands for the Tigers. Gives it to Morris. Morris plows down. Second and third effort. He gets it. He'll get it to the 36-yard line. Johnny Morris on the carry. Go right it, Kendrick.
Way to keep fighting for those extra yards. You know, we saw that last week where he wasn't really down, but they blew the whistle. But that time, you see, he was still able to pick up.
He's still scratching. Ball is on the 35-yard line, 3rd and 3. Malik Davis claps his hands for the Tigers. Has twin receivers to the far side. Split to the near side for the Golden Tigers is Corey Petty. Davis on a long count for the Tigers. Here's Malik. Play action. Has it good. Finds Petty. Good for Golden Tiger first down, and Petty brings it down to the 44-yard line. Move the chains. First down, Golden Tigers, and Corey Petty taking that catch from Malik Davis, the sophomore out of Warner Robins High School, on that first down conversion for the Golden Tigers.
And way to hang in there by Davis, knowing that he was going to take the lick to complete that pass.
He did. Trips to the far side. One receiver to the near side. Malik calling the signals for the Tigers. Davis sets up, wants to throw. Has Petty again. And Petty will go down around the 47-yard line. He'll pick up about 4 for the Tigers.
And there's that matchup again. That's Tatum and Petty.
That's
Watch
right.
out for him.
Trips to the far side, Petty to the near side. Morris in the backfield for the Golden Tigers. Malik Davis calling the signals. 2nd and 10, 2nd and 6 from the 48. Man in motion. Here's Malik, claps his hand, gives it play action. Davis turns it up, and looks like face mask, but the officials didn't see what I saw, but it looked like someone grabbed the face mask of Malik. 12 seconds, the clock runs in the third. Ball game tied 14-14 here on the Golden Tiger Sports Network.
Yeah, well, you know, Frank and Kendrick, everybody plays the Golden Tigers. You know, we got a bullseye on our target. You know, they always want they play their best game against Tuskegee.
At the end of the fourth quarter, the score is tied 14-14. Let's pause on the Golden Tiger Sports Network.
Welcome to Tuskegee University. I am Charlotte Morris, president of this historic institution. I want to take this opportunity to welcome all of our Golden Tiger fans and our friends from Lane College in Jackson, Tennessee. We want you to rally in that good old Tuskegee spirit and let's bring home a win again.
The human voice has always connected audiences with experiences. Major brands all across America have trusted Kever's voice time and time again. Conversational, powerhouse, intelligent, and sincere. That's the voice you need for your creative marketing process. KeversVoice.com. Kever's Voice, Kever's Voice, KeversVoice.com. Always on, all the time.
We're back to live action at the beginning of the fourth quarter. The ball game is tied 14-14. 3rd down and 6 for the Tigers. Ball is on the 48-yard line of the Golden Tigers. Here's Malik. Throws. It's going to be incomplete. Intended receiver. It's going to be Petty, I think. Is that Petty?
Yeah, out there matchup on Tatum again.
Ryan Duff is going to have to come in and punt it off for the Tigers. And Duff will be punting from his own 30-yard line. Back deep for the Dragons of Lane will be Jarquez Jones, and Jones will stand on the 10-yard line. And Lane has come in the second half, generating offensive points and holding the Golden Tigers to a tied ball game. Here's Duff. He gets a good one off. It hangs long. And it's going to be fair catches call inside of the 9-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Dragons of Lane. It'll be from their own 9-yard line.
Great punt by Duff. We definitely needed to pin them deep. I mean, these last 3 offensive series for Lane, they have moved the ball, you know, with pretty much ease on the Golden Tiger defense. So let's see if we can adjust and hold them here.
Great special team effort by the Golden Tigers. Tied ball game, 14-14. Dragons sent out Gadsden. He'll have it. 1st and 10. Ball will be marked on the 10-yard line. 14-46 tied ball game in the 4th. Here's Gadsden. Has twin receivers to the near side. At RPO again, and they're going to get inside. They'll get it to the 22-yard line. And it'll be just shy of a 1st down. They'll mark it. Looks like they'll mark it around the 17, 18-yard line. Here's a play again. And they're going to go back again with the bread and butter guy. That's Stu for the Dragons. They pick up a 1st down, move the chains. 1st down, Lane.
Now put him well over the 100-yard mark today.
He's been the bread and butter guy for the Dragons of Lane. 14:05, ball game tied. Here's Gadsden. Gadsden gives it again to the same guy through. Number 10 picks up 2. $13.50 in the final quarter of this ball game. Ball game is tied. Lane is just trying to keep it going. They're back in the ball game. Brand new ball game, 14-14. Second down for Lane.
There we go.
And they're going to push Gadsden out of bounds. But, you know, Lane is quite hungry and quite thirsty for a win, and they have not given up against these Golden Tigers. And Golden Tigers are trying to improve their record. And over the years, Lane, and we'll tell you more about that after that play. 3rd down and 6. Ball is on the 31-yard line of the Dragons. Gadsden gets a signal from the sideline, makes some adjustments, trips to the near side, one receiver to the far side. Gadsden calling the signals, hands it off to number 24. He gets nowhere. Great defensive effort by the Tigers. Banks, the ball carrier. He's brought down by number 5, Michael King, for the Golden Tigers. And Lane will have to kick it off. They're going to bring their punter back in. Noah Shocks is going to punt it off for the Dragons of Lane. And back deep for the Golden Tigers will be Kayron Taylor. Taylor will stand inside of the 35-yard line, and Schultz will stand inside of the 15. Punt, special teams effort now as a punter is in place. Gets it off, and it's almost blocked. And Taylor will take it inside. Still on his feet, crosses 50, gets inside, gets down to the 43-yard line. 13-yard punt return by the Golden Tigers. Tuskegee will take it over. 1st and 10. They'll spot it inside of the 44-yard line of the Dragons. Tuskegee University guys are going to have to make something happen quickly, as Lane has proven that they can generate offensive points quickly as well.
They started great on that by Kayron Taylor. Coming down there, catching that ball on the fly and taking it on the fly instead of fair catching and getting some yardage upfield, get across the field.
Malik Davis on the count. Davis gives it to a new back in the ball game for the Golden Tigers. Kayron Taylor, the ball carrier, who get inside of the 39-yard line. He picks up about 5 yards for the Tigers. It's going to bring up 2nd down at about 5 for Tuskegee, 11-47. In the 4th. Malik Davis calling the signals for the Tigers. In for injured Bryson Williams. Kayron Taylor in the backfield. Here's the play. Davis on a long count. Claps his hands. Davis rolls to his left. Sets up, wants to throw. Has a man open. Flag. Oh. There's a flag on the field as it was thrown inside of the vicinity is number 7. Kayron Taylor goes over and tries to plead his case and gets the outcome from the officials. And we'll see. Let's wait the call.
They're taking us back.
Number 15 yards stepped off against the Golden Tigers. He said number 5? Okay.
Correction number 7.
Correction number 7. I just wanted to make sure that was going to be Kayron Taylor, number 7, instead of number 5. The official got his numerals incorrectly. 11:06 in the 4th. Ball game tied, 14-14. Golden Tigers get that penalty, and Malik Davis will have to operate now from the 44. Here's Malik. Gives it to Taylor. And Taylor gets it inside. He'll get maybe 3 yards on that play. His running off tackle, Kayron Taylor. He's 5'9", 175-pounder. Came from Kentucky Christian. He's out of Claxton, Georgia.
Claxton.
10:30 in the ball game. Ball game deadlock, 14-14. Malik Davis has it 3rd down and long for the Tigers. Twin receivers to the near side. Malik trying to generate some offense. 3rd down and 16. Here's the play. Davis sets up, gets in traffic, throws it out of bounds. It's going to bring up 4th down, and that's going to bring in Ryan Duff. And Duff's been a busy guy today. As Duff will punt it off, he'll stand inside of the 30-yard line. 10:03 in the ball game. Tigers 14, Dragons 14. It's high school visitation day in Tuskegee, Alabama. You're listening to the Golden Tigers Sports Network. Frank Lee, Ken Woodard, and Kendrick Hooks here in Tuskegee, Alabama. Here's Duff. Duff will punt it off. He pooches it, takes his time, and gingerly kicks it, taking inside the 10 to 15. On his feet, setting up the wall at number 84 for the Dragons. That's going to be for Lane. Terrence Holland gets a pretty decent punt return for the Dragons. They'll mark it inside of the 36-yard line, and Gaston and company will have it 1st and 10 from the Dragons' 36-yard line. 9:51 in the ball game. It's been nip and tuck, 14-14. Both teams are trying to make something happen. Lane generated 14 points right after halftime to tie this ball game up. Here's Gadsden. Gadsden looks to the left to the sideline, gets the signals as he makes adjustments. He'll have it 1st and 10 from the 36-yard line. Calling audible. Gadsden on a long count. Gadsden drops back, wants to throw, fires to his left, looks to his right, throws on the run, has a man, flips it out, and at the last minute he stopped inside of the 36-yard line. He'll get it back maybe to the line of scrimmage. We'll watch and see where the spot will actually go. 2nd down, he got a yard on that play. 2nd down and 9, 9:28 in the ball game. 14-14 is your score. And ball game can go either way at this point. Gadsden has twin receivers to the near side, one to the far side. Gadsden.
Definitely, Frank. They're looking for a big play here. Somebody gonna make a big play. The Golden Tigers come up with it. That second effort they have hustle, and the second and third effort they use. We can see any play.
Here's
now.
Gadsden, fires out, has time, got a lot of traffic. He's throwing in traffic, and it's going to be off the fingertips, no flag, incomplete.
Lovely, lovely.
Defending on that play for the Golden Tigers.
Here's the replay.
Let's look at that replay. Looks like the linebacker picked him up, Ken.
All right, get that head around. Good job.
Malik.
You got to love it, especially when you're going all the way downfield. And when the quarterback get the scrambling from the pressure that you have from your D lineman, the linebackers really in the secondary really become you have to be more aware of where they're at on the field.
3rd and 9. Gaston sets up.
They coming at him
turns
again.
it up in the pocket, and he's going to be tackled by number 5, Michael King. Cuts his legs from underneath him.
Really like the pressure that the Golden Tigers was able to get on the quarterback on that series. Going back to winning those matchups. Lost containment a little bit, but, our secondary, they come in strong for us.
I was just thinking about Ken the other day. We were talking to former head coach Ruffin, and he told Michael King, you just got to get one interception each game, son. And he's done it. 8-17 as the Dragons punt it off from their own 25-yard line. Back deep on the 30 is Kayron Taylor for the Tigers. High snap. It's going to be, he bumbles around, but he gets it off. He got in trouble. It's going to take a Golden Tiger bounce. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Tigers on the 37-yard line. This is a crucial point, guys, for the Tigers. 7:53 in the ball game. The ball game is tied. It's going to have to be a good offensive surge this time for the Tigers, as this ball game is dwindling away at 7:53 in it. Tied score 14-14. Malik Davis will have to come in and try to make something exciting happen for the Golden Tigers.
One thing I can say about Davis, he's battle tested.
He has proven. He's earned his armor. Trips to the near side. Petty to the far side. Man in motion. Davis calling the signals for the Tigers. Gives it to Taylor. Taylor turns the corner. and he'll be pushed out of bounds, maybe picking up maybe a couple of yards on that play. But the Dragons are holding guys defensively.
Absolutely. You know, I know you may look at Lane's 0-3 record and look at it, but when you go back and you look at that film and you look at some of those games, I mean, they were in there barring
They were in the game.
turnovers
You're right.
and, you know, until about the third quarter, you know, but I'm sure they would preach that all week long at practice to finish the game.
Here's the play, second down for Malik Davis. Davis sets up, wants to throw, caught inside. He's going to be a yard or two shy from a first down. But on the receiving end for the Golden Tigers is number 12. That's Reddy Petty. Corey Petty on the catch for the Tigers. Takes that Malik Davis pass about a yard shy from a first down.
And I like
650.
I like to see the old lineman downfield. You know, that was a pass with 8-yard reception, and you got an offensive lineman that's 300 pounds, downfield making a block on the linebacker. Great job.
Davis gets the signal from the sideline. Here's Davis, sets up, wants to throw. Throws out of the pocket. It's going to be underthrown. Intended receiver for the Golden Tigers was going to be number 81, Malik Thomas. And Davis couldn't get enough on it. And it's going to bring up fourth down. And Ryan Duff is going to be back in punt formation. And back deep for the Lane Dragons is Terrence Holland. Duff will stand inside of the 26-yard line. His Golden Tigers are tied with the Dragons 14-14. 6 minutes, 28 seconds of the ball game. Duff will punt it off to the Dragons. Holland will take it. It's going to take a lane bounce. And out of bounds inside of the 20-yard line. It will be first and 10 for Gaston and company. Sun is kind of going under the clouds, cooling the temperature down, but this ball game can go either way.
It's heating up. This is one of the lowest scoring games we had. This is the first time that the Golden Tigers have been held to just 14 points. We've been 37, 36, and 27. And here we are sitting in the fourth quarter with 6 minutes to go, and we have 2 touchdowns in. We're looking for something to happen to get big.
14-14, deadlock tie with 6:19 of the ball game. Dragons have it first and 10. Ball is on the 18-yard line of the Dragons. Here's Gaston, claps his hands, gives it up to Gut. We've seen that play all day long, and that's going to be again Duel carrying the ball for the Dragons of Lane. Picks up about a yard on that play. Second down for Lane. 6:02 in the ball game. Tied 14-14. Here's Gaston. Second 6. Gives
There
again
we
to
go.
do it. And that's going to be a great defensive effort by the Tigers.
This is definitely one of them situations where we should have 3 and out, get that ball back to the offense.
3rd and 6.
Or a scoop and go for a score.
We'll wait and see. 3rd down and 6. 5:35 in the ball game. 14-14 is still your score. Gaston brings up 3rd down and 3. Possession down for the Dragons of Lane. Gaston has twin receivers to the near side. Man in motion. Gaston calling the signals audible. Sets up, wants to throw. It's going to be incomplete. It's going to bring up 4th down for the Dragons. And 1, 2, 3, they're going to have to punt it off, guys.
Can't ask for more out of your defense right there. That's what we need. We needed a quick, like you said, Ken, a quick 3 and out to give our offense another opportunity. One of the things on offense, talk about this low-scoring game. I'm actually, looking at our offense. We have so many injuries to see if we can grind and get a win here.
Right.
And speak volumes about the Golden Tiger football
It will
team.
be. They have a lot of hampered Tigers who are out this week. 4 or 5 Tigers, 4 or 5 starters are out. But and Coach James alluded to that indirectly. Here's a punt, high snap.
He's on the
Taylor on the run, turns the corner, and there's a flag around the 45.
Oh, that was close. That wasn't it. I think they're going.
Was it going to be a clipping call?
A clipping call. He just hit him on top. I guess we may get that replay. Or,
Let's look at that replay. We'll see if we have time.
We don't have time, but because you can tell the guy made a judgment call. He made a judgment call and he put his hands on him, but he didn't hit him contact.
Illegal block in the back. 15 yards going to be walked off against the Golden Tigers. 5:01 in the ball game. Ball game tied 14-14. Tigers and the Dragons. SIAC competition.
And sometimes you have a decision where the referee had noticed that the guy is pulling up. He's not continued to the block. He got close to him and the guy would turn his shoulders. A couple times I turned my shoulder, so we would personally put your hands on my back as opposed to putting it on my chest if I'd have stayed front. But
first and 10. Let's get back to live action. Twin receivers either side. Here's Malik. Takes the snap. Needs to make something happen. Gives it to Morris. Morris turns the corner. Bravely picks up about 4 yards on that play. It's going to bring up second down in about 6. Morris. Seen a lot of action today. Johnny Morris, 5'9", 190-pounder out of Spanish Fort High School for the Golden Tigers.
Run, Johnny, run. This is part of this game plan. He's the guy in the fourth quarter that they really go to, to give that double pack, that triple pack.
Second down and 5. Ball on the 39-yard line from Malik Davis and company. Davis sets up, wants to throw, has a man open. It's inside, picks up a first down and more. Gets it down to the 45-yard line, and Golden Tigers generating offense.
Had been a while, to see that clean pocket again for Davis, but the offensive line, giving him the time to go through the progression.
Back to live action. Here's Davis, fires it out. Man open, same play inside. Number 83 on the receiving end. That's going to be Kenyon Webb for the Tigers.
I like that Lane is playing off a little bit, and so they taking advantage of what you give me. You give me that shortage, I'll take the shortage. Eventually, you have to come up, and then we're going to take it up top over you.
That play good for 5 yards. Second down and 5. Ball on the 47.
Take 5 yards anytime.
14-14. You score 3:38 in the ball game. Malik Davis has twin receivers to the near side, twin receivers to the far side. Play action. Davis turns up in the pocket, gets in trouble, gets in traffic, calls his own number. He loses maybe a yard or two on that play, but holds on to the football. 3:21 in the ball game. Ball game tied 14-14 here on the Golden Tiger Sports Network. Frank Lee alongside Ken Woodard and Kendrick Hooks. And this is going down to the wire, guys. 3:06. Ball game is tied. Golden Tigers have to make it happen. Possession down, third down and 8. Malik gets a signal from the sideline. Cordially gets it, takes his time, has receivers twin either side. Here's Davis, sets up, wants to throw. It's going to be short.
You got to get something on to get them in that weight room.
And that's going to be bringing in Ryan Duff. Will come in with 2 minutes and 39 seconds in the ball game. Duff will come in to punt it for the Tigers. Still 14-14 your score. Fourth down, and Duff will kick it off. Back deep again for the Dragons is number 84, Terrence Holland. Duff. Here's a punt. Duff gets it off, pushes it, hang time, long.
Nice hang time.
Nice hang time. It'll run out of bounds around the 9-yard line, and the Dragons will have it 1st and 10. They'll mark it. Let's see where the spot will be. Looks like it's going to be somewhere in the neighborhood of the 14-yard line. 2 minutes and 30 seconds in the ball game, tied 14-14.
Tell you what, if you're a Dragon fan, you couldn't ask for more out of your Dragons to come down here, 3-0 Golden Tiger team, and not lay down and have a chance to go down the field and win the game for your program.
Well, the Tigers will have to play good defense. As we indicated, this is the 28th meeting between the two programs. The Golden Tigers have a 26-1 lead over the Dragons, and Golden Tigers are going to have to maintain that record with 2:30 in the ball game. Here's Gaston, 1st and 10 for Dragons of Lane. New running back in the ball game for Lane, number 24 on the carry for the Dragons. Jamarcus Banks.
Another one
on the carry.
Alabama.
One of those Alabama natives on that Tennessee football team. 2:12 clock runs here in Cleveland L. Abbott Memorial Stadium, SIAC competition between the Dragons and the Tigers. 2nd down and 10. Ball is on the 18-yard line. Lane has a man in motion. Gadsden calling the signals audible. Gadsden
We got the running back.
Sets up, wants to throw, turns it up in the pocket. He's going to be hit by a host of Tigers. Leading that tack for the Golden Tigers at Vincent Hill. One of the Dragons lost his helmet, and he's going to have to come out of the ball game. That's going to be the quarterback. Gatson will have to leave.
We appreciate that there.
They're going to have to send a new quarterback in the ball game for the Dragons. Number 12 comes in. Demetrius Pogue. He's another Alabamian out of Mobile, Alabama. Comes in as Gatson lost his headgear on that last play. 3rd down and 7 for Lane. Ball is on the 18-yard line of the Dragons. Lane is going to call timeout, and we're going to take a timeout on the Golden Tigers Sports Network.
Nope. Nope.
Come on, him?
Ooh, I like him.
Quick, the quicker picker-upper. Bounty picks up messes quicker, and each sheet is 2 times more absorbent, so you can use less.
He's an 8.
He's a 9.
Bounty, the quicker picker-upper.
From
Welcome to Tuskegee University. I am Charlotte Morris, president of this historic institution. I want to take this opportunity to welcome all of our Golden Tiger fans and our friends from Lane College in Jackson, Tennessee. We want you to rally in that good old Tuskegee spirit and let's bring home a win again.
We're back to live action from Cleveland L. Abbott Memorial Stadium. Minute 18 in this ball game. It's tied 14-14. Lane has the football, 3rd down and 7. The ball is on the 18-yard line of the Dragons. And the clock is reset at 1:18.
And Gaston still stays in the game.
Gaston is back in the ball game. He's a starter for the Dragons. He has it 3rd down and 7. Gaston sets up, wants to throw. It's going to be caught inside, and it will be broken up. He won't get the 1st down, I don't think, guys.
Yeah, they're giving it to him.
They're going to give it to him?
Yeah.
They gave him the 1st down. I stand Kendrick to be corrected. Forward progress got him a 1st down, 1:06 to go in the ball game. 1st and 10 from the 26. Here's Gaston, pumps it 1, pumps it twice, throws it out of bounds.
That's the first time that Lane actually went to the down marker that time, Kendrick.
Yeah.
Where they needed it instead of catching it short, but he got forward progress and was able to get that 1st down.
Yeah. You know, right now, at this stage in the game, you got to know where Jones is and you got to know where Young is.
Absolutely. That's very, very important, Kendrick. That's a great point. 58 ticks on the clock. Ball game tied, 14-14. Lane with the football. Golden Tigers adjusting defensively. Here's Gaston, drops back, wants to throw, has a man caught, and he's going to be hit immediately by the Golden Tigers. Great defensive effort by the Golden Tigers on that stop for Tuskegee. Was number 29, Tyler Smith. Fresh back in for the Tigers. Timeout call. Let's pause on the Golden Tigers Sports Network.
Novice to aficionado, find yourself here. High quality cigars plus personal customer service. Slow Burn is Waco's only mobile cigar lounge, featuring a meticulous, curated collection of premium cigars. Visit our website, www.slowburnwaco.com. That's www.slowburnwaco.com.
Itchy, squirmy, scratchy, family not getting clean? Get Charmin Ultra Strong. Go get 'em. It just cleans better.
We're back to live action. 48 ticks on the clock. Ball game tied 14-14. Lane in possession of the football. They have it 3rd down and 7. The ball is on the 28-yard line of the Dragons. Here's Gaston. Stops, wants to throw, turns it up. Gaston on the run, throws. He's going to be, throws on the run. And he throws it out of bounds.
Took a rough lick that time.
He did, but he got it off. Number 17 for the Dragons loses his headgear, and that's going to be the quarterback, Gaston. But he can come out anyway because they're going to have to punt it off to the Tigers.
I tell you what, he's kind of taking that Dragon team on his shoulder. I mean,
he certainly has. He's lost his helmet a couple times, and now Tuskegee will be in receiving the punt. Incomplete pass. Number 7 is back for the Tigers. Kayron Taylor. Lane will punt it off. And methodically, 40 seconds to go in the ball game. And the Dragons will punt it off to the Golden Tigers, standing on his own 13-yard line. Here's the punt.
Trying to get a return on it.
It's going to take a Golden Tiger bounce. It will be 1st and 10 for the Tigers on the 40-yard line. 29 seconds to go. 29.3 seconds to go in the ball game. Ball game tied 14-14 here on the campus of Tuskegee University. Game number 4. Golden Tigers came in this contest 3-0. The Dragons 0-3, but Coach Byron Brown's Lane Dragons are blowing fire here late in the ball game.
Yes, they do.
Here's Malik Davis. Twin receivers either side. Morris is the sole back, and here's the count. Davis sets up, wants to throw, has a man open. Incomplete. Intended receiver for the Golden Tigers was number 85 for Tuskegee University. That's going to be Rashad Seiger for Tuskegee. 2nd down and 10, 25 ticks on the clock. Golden Tigers would like to get it down a little further, maybe kick a field goal, or either go for a touchdown. Trying to eliminate going in overtime. 25 ticks, 14-14 your score. 2nd down and 10, ball on the 40-yard line. Davis has a man in motion. Here's Malik, takes the football, sets up, has time. Great coverage, great blocking. Davis throws on the run. It's going to be broken up inside of the 42-yard line. 18 seconds on the clock. Ball game is tied 14-14. 18.4 seconds in the contest. Davis has a load on his shoulder, trying to make something happen offensively. Possession down situation, 3rd down and 10. Ball is on the 40-yard line of the Golden Tigers. Trips to the near side. One receiver split to the far side. Johnny Morris is a back in the backfield with Malik Davis. Here's Malik, sets up, wants to throw. He throws long. It's going to be caught. Broken up. Incomplete, in and out of the hands of Corey Petty. No interference call. And 11 ticks are on the clock. And I tell you what, guys, that was one play that he'll dream about all night long, guys, both the quarterback and the receiver. 11 seconds on the clock. Ryan Duff will have to punt it off for the Tigers. The long snapper's in for the
There
Tigers.
it goes again.
Sean Cross is in, and Ryan Duff will timeout call. Let's pause on the Golden Tigers Sports Network.
Itchy, squirmy, scratchy, family not getting clean? Get Charmin Ultra Strong. Go get 'em. It just cleans better. With a diamond weave texture, your family can use less while still getting clean.
Goodbye, itchy squirm.
Hello, cream bottom.
We all go. Why not enjoy the go with Charmin?
At Hampton Law, our primary goal is to provide non-traditional yet effective solutions and redefine the approach to client legal concerns. As your trusted legal advisor, we believe in sophisticated, personalized services that eliminate the confusion and complexity sometimes associated with legal matters. Our high standard for client care and concern, coupled with our extensive legal knowledge and skills, make.
We're back to live action. 11.5 seconds in the ball game. Ryan Duff will punt it off for the Golden Tigers, standing on his own 24-yard line. Duff hanging it in the air. It's going to be taken inside of the 20, the 25, and inside. Lane still with the football. 5. This ball game will go in overtime. It will go in overtime, 14-14. We got an overtime, guys, as the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee University and the Dragons of Lane will go in overtime. Kendrick and Ken.
Football at its finest. Go ahead, Kendrick.
At its finest. It seems as if when Davis is starting, that's when
he's been down this road.
Overtime guy.
He's been down this road many times before. Yeah, I can just remember being in overtime. We're going to have to call him Overtime Davis.
Yes, indeedy.
Yeah. Well, anyway, the score is 14-14. We're going to go in overtime, and it's been an exciting ball game. No pushover. The Dragons were able to come out of the second half, and they obviously got a good pep talk. They scored twice and tied the ball game up, and we're deadlocked 14-14, and got plenty of daylight, Kendrick and Ken, and it's a good thing we hadn't gone into daylight savings time.
Absolutely. When you look at this Lane team and you think about, over their history, you're talking about an amazing job that Coach Brown has done with the Dragons. You're talking about a team that knocked off Tennessee State last season.
They certainly did.
And back-to-back over 500 seasons, hey, a wonderful job he's doing. He recruits all over the place. As you can see, he got a lot of Alabama talent on this team, and they're willing to fight.
Golden Tigers over this series have won 26 times. Lane has won only once. This team has played each other, several times during homecomings, and they've come here today and they've come to play. And they have a well-improved ball club. Their record is 0-3, but they came to play here in Tuskegee. Traveled from the state of Tennessee here to Alabama, and a lot of Alabamians on that team. And Coach Brown and Coach Aaron James are meeting for the first time. Incidentally, we talked earlier, Aaron James, in his coaching career before going to Miles, spent a year at Lane. So a lot of familiar faces, a lot of friends. And he said that earlier when we talked to him this week, and said that Lane would come in this ball game hungry for a win, and he is exactly right on that, Kendrick.
Absolutely.
Well, let's see, as coming to the center of the field for the Dragons of Lane is Gaston, the quarterback, and the coin toss will be at the 50-yard line. And let's see what's going to happen here at overtime. Lane called tails, and it's heads, and Golden Tigers will have that edge to make that decision. That's going to be number 58, Elliott Howell, one of the offensive linemen. He come in there for that coin toss. Coach Aaron James sent him out, and the Golden Tigers will have that football first, it looks like. Well, guys, it's been an exciting SIA competitive match here between the Tigers No, it looks like the Golden Tigers. Let's see. They're going to send the defense. The defense is going to come on the field. Am I correct? It looks like that's going to be the defense.
Yes.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Golden Tigers have elected to play defense first. We'd like to thank all the support for this broadcast. Want to thank Jordan Benson, the Sports Information Director for Tuskegee University, Athletic Director, Reginald Ruffin, and all of his staff who's made this broadcast successful here as this game number 4 goes into overtime here at Cleveland L. Abbott Memorial Stadium on the campus of Tuskegee University. Dragons will have Gadsden at quarterback. They'll send it up, and again, number 10, and that guy's been pretty busy.
Colin Dool.
Dool has been busy for the Dragons all game long, and he carries the ball for the Dragons of Lane. Picks up 2 yards for the Dragons. Going to bring up 2nd and 8. Ball is on the 25-yard line. Gadsden calling the signals. Gives it again to the same guy. He gets nowhere.
Wrap up. Great.
Nice defensive traffic jam by the Tigers.
Yes, indeed. Great wrap up by number 55.
We're tied 14-14. We're in overtime here at Cleveland L. Abbott Memorial Stadium. I don't think a fan has left the stadium. It's high school visitation day, and these fans have gotten a pretty competitive match here today. Here's Gadsden, has receivers, trips to the near side, throws long, and it's going to be broken up by the Golden Tigers.
Great coverage.
Who is that on that breakup, Ken Woodard? That's going to be number 5.
That's my favorite guy. They went to the wrong guy that time. He looked like he ran the route better than he did.
Well, he was once a receiver. Who knows better? Great breakup, Michael King, the sophomore out of Booker T. Washington High School on that great defensive stop by the Golden Tigers. Already got his 1 interception of the game today. Fourth down. Here's a play. Gadsden
almost got it.
Weaves out of traffic. Throws long. It's going to be broken up by the Golden Tigers.
Oh, down to the 1.
Oh, it's down to the. Oh, I got impaired by that pillar.
There's a replay.
Let's look at that replay.
Almost got a fumble right there, but
got an injured Golden Tiger on the field. Let's pause on the Golden Tiger Sports Network.
Hampton Law, a resource focused on the protection of the client's interest and overall goals. We value our clients and truly enjoy working with them. Visit thamptonlaw.com to conveniently schedule an appointment online. Tamika Hampton Esquire, 1631 Rock Springs Road, Suite 336, Apopka, Florida, 407-494-1471. thamptonlaw.com.
Welcome to Tuskegee University. I am Charlotte Morris, president of this historic institution. I want to take this opportunity to welcome all of our Golden Tiger fans and our friends from Lane College in Jackson, Tennessee. We want you to rally in that good old Tuskegee spirit and let's bring home a win again.
Nope. Nope.
Come on, him?
Ooh, I like him.
Quick, the quicker picker-upper. Bounty picks up messes quicker, and each sheet is 2 times more absorbent, so you can use less.
He's an 8.
He's a 9.
Bounty, the quicker picker-upper.
From novice.
We're back to live action in overtime where the Dragons of Lane have it inside of the 2-yard line. And, Ken, what were you saying? You were giving us some commentary while we were taking a break.
On the in the SIAC, you're always going to have the guys that's always giving it all.
All right, let's go to live action. Here's Gaston, a goal line defense. And they walk in. Lane scores. Kylan Duke walks it in from 3 yards out, and the Dragons are back on the scoreboard.
And they've shown us that look several times when they get on the
all
goal
day
line,
long.
and we just haven't been able to get an answer.
Got a 2014 ball game as Lane has scored.
They bring in Kadarian Jones, the lead blocker, the defensive
Yes.
lineman on that, and yeah, we haven't had an answer for that.
Right, they had helmets for helmet, and I was able to walk it in.
This
And,
is
number
gonna be
10 was going
crucial.
to get it. It was very
They're going to
crucial.
go for 2. They're going to go for 2, guys.
Okay.
We have a 2014 ball game. Timeout. Let's pause on the Golden Tiger Sports Network.
To aficionado, find yourself here. High quality cigars plus personal customer service. Slow Burn is Waco's only mobile cigar lounge, featuring a meticulous, curated collection of premium cigars. Visit our website, www.slowburnwaco.com. That's www.slowburnwaco.com.
When it comes to professional learning, teachers deserve better. From the leader in online learning, Stride brings you the Stride Professional Development Center, an on-demand library of mobile-friendly courses that gives teachers choice and flexibility, allowing them to learn anytime and anywhere. Our dynamic courses provide bite-sized learning and help educators advance their knowledge while also gaining professional development hours. It's time you take charge of your learning. Visit.
We're back to live action in overtime where the Dragons are going for 2. They get them. They get 2 points. The Dragons went for 2. They get 2. And that brings the score up. Lane goes for 2 in overtime. They get it. Got an injured player on the field. Got an offensive injury on the field. The Dragons went for 2 and they got it. Let's pause again. This is the Golden Tiger Sports Network.
Welcome to Tuskegee University. I am Charlotte Morris, president of this historic institution. I want to take this opportunity to welcome all of our Golden Tiger fans and our friends from Lane College in Jackson, Tennessee. We want you to rally in that good old Tuskegee spirit and let's bring home a win again.
Us today to get started.
If you think all pads are exactly the same, think again. This is Always Ultra Thins reinvented with the Always Triple Protection System. This pad wicks gushes 90% faster, absorbs even more so you can feel dry, and locks odors in. Rethink your pad for up to 100% leak-free and odor-free comfort with the totally reinvented Always Ultra Thins. This is always like never before.
We're here in overtime in Cleveland L. Abbott Memorial Stadium where the Dragons have gone for 2. We have a 22-14 ball game. And Malik Davis is calling the signals for the Golden Tigers. Davis turns the corner on a run, calls his own number. And Lane puts a great defensive product on the field.
That's Asmar Hassan, the linebacker. He's been having a great game out of Atlanta, Georgia. He's been coming over there making some great plays over there at the inside linebacker.
Crucial two-point conversion in overtime by the Dragons. 22-14 is your score. Malik Davis directing this Golden Tiger offense, trying to drive down and get in. Here's Malik, sets up, wants to throw, throws long. It's going to be caught. Touchdown.
Touchdown, baby.
Touchdown, Golden Tigers.
Don't make a difference, baby. Don't worry about the holding.
Golden Tigers walk in for Tuskegee University. What, we got a flag?
The flag, it was from 45 on the holding. Yeah.
Touchdown is good.
Yeah,
Touchdown, Tuskegee. Golden Tigers strike for the third time in the contest.
He almost roused the tight end down, Big Harvey. Big Harvey.
So, this is crucial. Tuskegee
yes.
is going to have to go for 2.
Get the butter from the duck, baby. This is the time.
This is where the boys are separated from the men, guys.
The rubber meets the road.
Johnny Morris is the back end for the Golden Tigers.
Run, Johnny, run.
Malik Davis. Golden Tigers got to go for 2. Very crucial point in the ball game. Here it goes. They fire it out, throws it out. It's going to be caught. It's going to be caught.
And it's time. We
it
got
is
again.
good.
We got us again.
It is good. 22-22 is your ball game, and we pull it in. And we got an exciting ball game here, guys.
What's that song? What that song they sing? It ain't over.
It ain't over till that that lady with weight sings.
22, first snap of the game. Outstanding.
Marcus Large on that TD.
In the back of the end zone.
Causing havoc. One-handed.
.6'3", 195.
Oh, okay.
That height.
My auxiliary spider over there told me that I need to look at his height, and his height paid a difference there. I was so excited then and trying to keep my composure, and I got to do that. 22-22 is your score. And I tell you, it is not over until it's over. And that lady with weight has not sung. Here we go again in overtime. Here's Johnny Morris, and Morris goes. He was scored. Touchdown, Tuskegee.
Run, Johnny, run.
Johnny Morris.
McCord. Run, Johnny, run. Give it to him.
Run, Johnny, run. What about them Golden Tigers, guys?
Yes. They just know how to fight. Even with a young team, they just know how to fight.
Hey, and Johnny Morris, I tell you, the young man from Spanish Fort, Alabama, he's a sophomore. Bursting run, didn't give up. Golden Tigers 28, Lane 22. Let's pause on the Golden Tigers Sports Network.
The Cuvée Group is a Florida-based marketing and training consulting firm. We help businesses communicate to their target audience and engage them in conversation. We also help to expand their audiences, which will ultimately result in growth for those organizations. In addition to being a certified constant contact specialist, my colleagues and I are also certified in John Maxwell Leadership Principles. We use these proven principles to conduct workshops, training, and private coaching sessions for individuals and companies looking to take things to the next level. Contact us to schedule a free consultation. Issues today, don't.
We're back to live action where the Golden Tigers have drawn new blood. 28-22 your score. Here we go again.
They going for 2.
Here we go again, guys. Malik Davis, he's been here before, guys. Johnny Morris joins him in the backfield. A little play action here. And Malik fires it out. And it's incomplete. Intended receiver was number 81 for the Golden Tigers. That was Malik Thomas was on the receiving end for the Golden Tigers. 28-22 is your score in overtime here. And, guys, this has been an exciting afternoon for football, and these high school visitors, as they've had a treat here in Tuskegee, Alabama. A lot of recruits on the sideline. They got a chance to see firsthand these Tigers in operation.
Let's see. We got Jock Jones. We want to make sure he get covered.
There it is.
There you go, coming underneath.
Here's Lane again, number 24, the ball carrier for the Dragons of Lane. Jamarcus Banks. He's out of Phoenix City, Alabama, went to Glenwood High School for Lane.
He's a little injured there.
Coming in the ball game is that guy we've seen all day long, Kylan Dewey for the Dragons. 28-22, you score in overtime here at Cleveland L. Abbott Memorial Stadium. Gadsden calling the signals for the Dragons of Lane. Trips to the near side, one receiver to the far side. Here's a play. It's going to be caught inside. Michael King on the stop for the Golden Tigers, shy of a first down.
And that's going to be young to catch that ball, you know.
It is. It is. Lane stacks everybody in, trying to load things up and getting inside, and he tries to, will he get it? Will he get it, guys?
They call it down. They call it down.
Called it down. Lane will still, I think they'll pick up a first down. Move the chains for Lane. Will they get the first down? Will they get it, Kendrick?
They're having a little discussion.
They're trying to determine. I think they will get it. They're going to get it for a first down. Lane. Dragons pick up the first down. Ball was dead. Golden Tiger defensive line trying to hold.
14, get it. There we go.
Forward progress will take him back to the line of scrimmage. It's going to bring up second down for the Dragons of Lane. Great defensive effort by the Golden Tigers. Methodical defense is going to have to be exhibited here against the Dragons of Lane, because Lane has shown that they can move the ball in the second half of this ball game. They've done it successfully. Here's Gaston.
You got 5 and 14 on the
We're in
same side
overtime. Golden Tigers lead at 28-22. Here's the play. Gaston sets up, wants to throw, turns it in. Gaston calls his own number. He gets it inside of the 10, maybe to the 9-yard line.
You can see they were trying to get our attention with putting Young and
they would try to stack them in
on the other side.
Trying to get the defense to bite, and got an injured player on the field. Looks like that might. Is that Gaston?
Yeah, that's Gaston.
Quarterback is going to be injured. While they're attending to that injury, let's pause on the Golden Tigers Sports Network.
Delay, call Cuvée.
Looking for the latest information on Southern University sports, the Southwestern Athletic Conference, and HBCU athletics, there's only one place to go. Tune in to the Carlos Brown Show, exclusively on the Black College Sports Network.
T. Madden and Associates is a sophisticated and experienced law firm located in your neighborhood. We're turning injury to cash.
T. Madden and Associates obtained almost $2 million for my injury. They turned my injury to cash.
Now,
here's a replay.
What a run.
That's just an earlier replay. Here we go again. Back to live action. 28-22 your score. Golden Tigers trying to maintain this lead. And they're going to stack them in, and they're going to say nowhere to go. Great stop by the Golden Tigers.
One more, baby. One more.
One more like the other one. Coach DeMarco Neal's defensive line, I tell you, he said he didn't have them where he wanted them to be, but they are improving weekly.
And making the plays when it counts.
You know, I said earlier, Coach Aaron James has a high school teammate and also a college teammate. Defensive line coach DeMarco McNeil played at Mattie Blunt High School down in Pritchard with Coach Aaron James. Fine addition to the Golden Tiger staff. Here's a play. Gadsden has time, throws. It's going to be broken up by the Golden Tigers.
Oh, and there you go. Like clockwork. You got to love. Here's the replay.
Here's the replay. Let's look at replay. Ball game, guys. Here's the replay. And that breakup final score.
Four guys around the ball. You got to love it. You got to love it. When that ball in there, you got your guys in there, and it's in the end zone. You turn around, get your head around, and make a play because there's no place else to go.
We'll come back and wrap it up. Final score, Tuskegee 28, Lane 22.
Welcome to Tuskegee University. I am Charlotte Morris, president of this historic institution. I want to take this opportunity to welcome all of our Golden Tiger fans and our friends from Lane College in Jackson, Tennessee. We want you to rally in that good old Tuskegee spirit and let's bring home a win again.
Final score in Tuskegee, Alabama. It's high school visitation day. Golden Tigers are perfect, 4-1. After a series of overtimes here, Ken Woodard and Kendrick Hooks, Golden Tigers came out on top, 28-22.
Absolutely. You know, the Golden Tigers just way to fight back. You know, we've been in this situation before, and like I said about Davis, he's battle-tested. He's been here, and it showed. That experience, you know, in these tight games have came out for us today. And we was able to pull out the win. You know, hats off the Lane. They came in here ready to play, ready to fight, you know, and they showed a lot of fight. You talk about Kyle and Dew, Jaquez Jones, number 14, and Virgil Young. They came out and they put together a good game plan to come out and move the ball. I think they had about 415 total yards on us today, so they were very offensively efficient.
Very impressive, the 28th meeting between these two teams. Golden Tigers maintains its prominence in this contest. They move the record to 26-1, one win. The Lane Dragons have only beat the Golden Tigers one time, and Coach Aaron James' Golden Tigers fulfilled that record today in overtime, 22-28. Ken Woodard, what do you think about the ball game today?
You know, I got to start with my defense, my linebackers. Number 1 and number 3, Vince Hill had a great game. Malik Moore, they are making some plays when they need to. We had another pick going. Mekhi King had a pick as well. I like the way they're playing when it comes time to make the play, and they being the hero and not the GOAT. And they're willing to step forward and make the discipline plays. And we were real good on our penalties ratio to Lane. Lane did a great game with all the penalties that they did have going back and forth. But that goes a tribute to our coaches of disciplined ball players. Our special team's been so excellent. I like number 3, Malik Moore. He's on the punt coverage team. Then he lined up at defense. You know, he's a guy. Every time they got the ball, he wants to be out there to make a play. So I love that, and I commend that in him. Still being on special team and being a starter. And it's I like great. The offense was excellent, and our tribute to our O-line, Kendra. You mentioned them first. Them horses, they did good. The horses they protected. Malik and had a lot of adversity, getting around there, and he hung in there. You know, he got hit a couple of good times, but he's still hanging there. I love that, and we can't say enough about the wide receiver core. On the hands, the depth they have, and the way they use it is just amazing. And looking forward, I think on the next game when we go to Alabama A&M, we're gonna see a whole nother arsenal of different weaponry that comes with the Tuskegee Golden Tigers.
You know, Golden Tigers had a lot of Tigers that were hampered with injuries. Starting quarterback, starting wide receiver, several linemen. But I tell you, it was an exciting day. You got to give Coach Varon Brown credit. His Lane Tigers came in here anxious for a win. They came out of the chute at second half, an exhilarating offensive surge, Kendrick. And I tell you, you can't underestimate what Lane did when they made their appearance today here in Tuskegee.
Absolutely. You know, one of the things that at first, you know, our defensive line really leaned in on Lane's offensive line. But, shout out to them for being able to come back and hang in this game and almost pull off the upset. But the Golden Tigers, we just fight back. You said through the injuries, we learned a lot about this team. And just hats off to Coach James, coaching that next man up mentality.
We want to thank our administrative officers on the campus of Tuskegee University. President Dr. Charlotte Morris, Chief Operating Officer Dr. Rolandus Rice, Athletic Director Reginald Ruffin, Sports Information Director, it's going to be Jordan Benson. The staff and management, we want to thank our producer, Roy Evans. Ken Woodard, Kendrick Hooks, we want to thank you again for another outstanding Golden Tigers Sports Network production. Our time is expired, and we want to thank you for yours. Ball game next weekend in Normal, Alabama. It's homecoming as the Golden Tigers go up on the hill to face the Alabama A&M Bulldogs. For Ken Woodard and Kendrick Hooks, I'm Frank Lee. Have a wonderful Saturday afternoon.
Go Golden Tigers.